The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Oh, man! If somehow you stumbled across this VOD and you are not up to date with Ace Attorney investigations to Prosecutor's Path, you should probably watch at least the last VOD, because we are in the third case, and it is an Ace Attorney 1 fan's dream. So much lore, so much history, the fact that you know exactly what happens after. Woo. All right, I've given the warning. Yeah, Gregory Edgeworth, the man, the myth, the legend himself, he is real. I want an entire game starring him now, please. I want to see his antics with the same judge that probably has presided over that courtroom for decades. I want to see how he deals with prosecutors like Von Karma or Winston Payne or whoever. Who else was prosecuting back then? I don't know. We'll just have to see. Anyway, we finished the first day of investigation of the case, and interestingly enough, it looks like this mystery is one that's gonna span an over 15 to 16 year gap. Because we've flashed back, now we've flashed forward. What's Edgeworth gonna do with this newfound information about his daddy? I don't know. I liked voicing him though, I hope he comes back. I hope Daddy comes back from the store and brings the milk. Okay. The music is telling me I need to start playing. Let's do it. Continue. The Inherited Turnabout. Middle. Part 1. I've also rigged it up so the voice filter
should be able to be activated by my controller.
Should. It's not working anymore. It was working. I'm upset.
I'm upset. It was working right before stream. Hold on, let me check my Steam configuration. Just a, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Testing.
Testing.
Oh, it was going. For some reason, my Stream Deck wasn't saying anything. April 2nd, 10:15 a.m. Zodiac Art Gallery, Fountain Patio. I'm sure that sounded interesting to everybody. Oops. Yeah, I guess I went on for a little too long there. I'll say you were talking for about 4 hours straight. Pretty good, though. Pretty good. I liked the story about how my dad found the body in the chocolate. Tell it again. Something like that happened? I had no idea. None of the case files I read went into such detail. Well, I doubt there would be anything in there that would be inconvenient to the prosecution. Especially with that Von Karma at the head. How did the investigation go from there? The desserts had disappeared from the victim's room, so the investigation hit a rough patch. Thanks to that, it took about a whole year before a verdict was handed down. Oh, so that explains. Okay, I was wondering because there's no way that Gregory dies later that day, because then it would have to be December 24th. That's the day that Von Karma does his thing. So yeah, it took them a whole year to prosecute. Hey, that's still considering how fast the real legal system is. That's actually more like slow. That. Considering how slow the real-life legal system is, that's actually pretty fast. This was before the whole 3-day pre-trial system was established. Trials didn't need to finish in the short amount of time that they do now. I see. So yeah, the trial for IS-7 happened a year later, which then led into DL-6. Everything makes sense now. Did they ever find out why the victim's dessert disappeared? Because Delicia ate it? Well, kinda. His dessert was like a candy ice sculpture made from sherbet. Since it was made from ice, the general consensus was that it had melted. However, that might not quite be the case. What do you mean? This museum used to be Mr. Master's mansion. Say that 3 times fast. This Mr. Master's mansion, Mr. Master, I see what you mean. The stage of the IS-7 incident. And in this very place, they're exhibiting the sherbet salon from 18 years ago. The victim's dessert? They kept it frozen for 18 years? I'm surprised they never had a power outage. Yeah, though it could just be a replica of the original. That's why Uncle Ray had to come today, to check it out. And if it is the same one, who knows what evidence would be still around. You know, Ace Attorney loves doing this. Having you investigate cases from X teen years ago. This time, there's somebody who was involved both times. He can be the bridge. Be the bridge, Shields! And for your old man, too. Well, thank you, Ray. Thank you. Can you imagine how amazing Gregory was for going head-to-head with Von Karma? Yeah, like... When you first meet Von Karma in Ace Attorney 1, it's like... Oh, there's this super awesome prosecutor. He's never lost in 25 years. How you? Nobody dares take on this case against him. But in this case, it's just Gregory goes to the place of the scene of the crime, and yeah. By the way, the prosecutor is Von Karma. Oh, that guy? No problem. No problem. Doesn't even bat an eyelash. Gregory's a freaking badass. Or nobody ever told him how awesome Von Karma is. Quote unquote awesome, or like awful. They did say undefeated for 25 years, so he should know. Now then, let's get a move on and check out the room. I'm pretty sure it's over in the Winter Palace. So we're still not really allowed to move from room to room. That's good, these places are pretty huge. Yo, I like the samurai versus the snake in the bottom there. It's pretty cool. What is that, the Tsuchinoko? It doesn't look thick enough. The Winter Palace should be. Right here, mate. Huh? It's locked up. Are you sure they're showing it today, Ray? Did you get the dates mixed up? That's odd. They've already opened the museum. Don't tell me there's a second murder. Mr. Shields, according to the pamphlet we received at the entrance, the Winter Palace is over here. Huh, so it's not in the same room as 18 years ago. Interesting. Sherbet. I do like me some good sherbet. Like, it's not ice cream, but sometimes you don't want ice cream. Sometimes you just want an icy treat. Really? I could have sworn it was this one. Yeah, alright, let's scoop. We gotta confirm the truth of what happened 18 years ago. It's been on his mind this whole time. Freaking wow. Those are pretty! Is that? Are those? Mask to Mask, what are you doing here? And his wife, too. I don't remember their actual names. Delight, right. April 2nd, 10:20 a.m. Zodiac Art Gallery, Winter Palace. The fact that the designs are so iconic, even in sprite form. Woo! Wow. Man, it's still as cold as ever. Uncle Ray's gonna freeze solid. You knew it was gonna be a winter-style exhibition. Why didn't you bring a jacket? Why didn't you bring Gregory's coat? Probably got blood on it. It seems the Winter Palace lives up to its name. It's like a freezer in here. With the light in like this, it's almost as if the room itself was made of ice. I think the control panel for the room temperature is on the back wall. Well, don't touch it. They should probably block that off, lest somebody melt the sculptures. Ron and Desiree Delight. Thank you, Roa. I remember Delight. I remember Mask to Mask. You know, ever since I played Ace Attorney 3, it's like all the little references to pop culture from the time went over my head, and now I know them. Like Mask to Mask, Common Mask, clearly a reference to Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon. I never actually watched Sailor Moon as a kid. Sue me. Don't sue me, though. You need a good lawyer. I need a good lawyer. Miles, why don't you check what temperature it's set at for me? Uncle Ray's gonna give the curator a piece of his mind later. It's way too cold in here. Kinda needed for the Iceman. Very well. If you want to look around the room a bit, feel free to stay or freeze to your heart's content. I'll get the camera ready. I want to take some pictures of this place and show it to your old man. Understood. Oh, Gregory. Oh, who's this kid? Before we talk to the Delights, who is this kid? Don't tell me this is Cody Hackins. It's not, okay. Man, of all the characters returning, why don't we ever see Cody Hackins? What if he grows up and you see him in like... What if you see him in Ace Attorney 7 and he's actually grown up to be a competent computer programmer or something? Like he's like this serious stick in the mud. He's like, please don't talk to me about the Steel Samurai. That was kid stuff. That was when I was like 9 years old, man. I just don't want to talk about it, man.
There's a boy with a school bag. Did he come to the art gallery by himself?
She even quit her job in order to run this museum. I don't really get it.
Perhaps one of his parents knows the curator?
The great curator. Oh no, what if he grows up to be the Ace Attorney 7 Salmonella? I don't like that idea. Please, no more Sal. Woman? What do you mean woman? Edward, you should know this person. Should he? Well, how about this? I'll yell out, Mask Damask is here! Yes, it's me! I'm Mask Damask! Good! Wait, Ronnie! If you say that, you'll get arrested! Come on, if we don't plan properly, we won't be able to sell it!
What are these two talking about?
Come on, don't you keep up with Phoenix's cases, Miles? You should at least know who Mask Damask is. I mean, Gumshoe was like one of the detectives on that case.
For some reason, a giant block of ice is on display. There's a description written on the surface. Castor and Pollux. Every December, large meteor showers appear in the direction of these two stars.
And so, Mask Damask, and then I...
Those two are being rather noisy and distracting. It can't be helped. I should go look at another exhibit.
These things are pretty intricate. Look at the like cloth. Godot was the prosecutor for that case. That's true. I wonder how much Edgeworth keeps up with law outside of his own personal cases, you know? For all we know, he was busy doing his own thing, taking his own cases, prosecuting his own trials, being his own boss, working from home, buying new custom chess sets that have blue and red pieces, except there's only one blue piece and 1,000 red pieces. You know, the usual.
There are two sculptures displayed here.
Probably doesn't keep up if he doesn't know Frank saw it. I mean, I'm sure there's... I don't remember on the top of my head, but there's cases where he prosecuted and he still doesn't recognize the person. Then again, he never actually saw Shelley the Killer in person, did he?
These sculptures are replicas of the desserts that vanished 18 years ago. Impressive, huh? These sculptures are made of ice.
Yes. So the replica's made by someone completely different, considering the original person is dead.
My father never got to see these ice sculptures. And now, 18 years later, I'm standing before them.
Miles, sorry to bother you while you're deep in thought. Could you turn this way a little? Oh, like this? Yes, like that. Taking a picture? Aw, selfie! I know when I'm making the thumbnail. What if Cody turns into Frank Sawit? What frickin' time shenanigans is this?
Mr. Shields, you're not.
Say cheese! Okay, so he hasn't seen anybody he should recognize. Okay, now that's just hilarious then. The fact that the player knows what Edgeworth doesn't, that's just dramatic irony. Oh, you know, Edgeworth also spends his free time watching Steel Samurai reruns, making sure Will Powers doesn't get sent to jail.
Mr. Shields, please don't take pictures of me.
Sorry, my bad. I just wanted to make sure the camera works okay.
That camera looks quite old.
I mean, the pictures are in color. They don't make color film anymore.
Not since the year 2005.
Yeah, well, that's because it's an old-fashioned camera. You know, an instant camera. Oh yeah, that's totally a freaking Polaroid from the 70s. I think I know the model too. You got those cartridges with all the film on the bottom. Fun fact, the battery for these cameras, since you don't actually charge them, the battery is in the film cartridge. So it is kind of a waste if you take the pictures really fast and then just toss the cartridge. There's just batteries that go into the trash. It automatically develops the photos after shooting. Pretty cool, huh? Yes, I know. Though I've never used one. You're quite the know-it-all. You really are the old man's son. Apparently Polaroid's back in business. I've heard, yeah, they're making a comeback. I wonder. Could you move a bit? I want to take some more photos of the room. At work, we actually had this tradition every time somebody new gets hired. We take a Polaroid picture of them and then stick it up in the meeting room. So that we just, anytime somebody else new gets hired, it's like, all right, we'll take your picture, put it up to the rest, and like you can look at the wall. Here's this person that you never met. Here's this person that you never met. You should meet them. They're really cool. We'll meet at the next company party or something.
His face has taken on an unusually serious expression. He's probably thinking about the IS-7 incident.
Man, I snapped a bunch, and they're already developed, see? That's pretty fast.
He shoved them in my face before I could reply.
It's like, well, those look rather... Literally, his lip prints are on it. Well, I have one more question for you, Mr. Know-It-All. Do you know what these two sculptures represent? I don't know. Ami Faye and Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright is just, artistically represented as a bull by his bull-headed nature of always seeking out the truth.
They're sculptures of Taurus and Gemini from the winter constellations.
Oh, okay, constellation theme, that makes sense. Ooh, bingo! Not bad, Miles. That's probably why they call this room the Winter Palace. Your brother's a Gemini. There's gems in his eyes? Wow, sparkly. Uncle Ray's feeling generous today, so I'll give you a copy of this photo, too. Thanks. Identical to the ones 18 years ago. I wonder if the same profiles from 18 years ago are here. They are not. Raymond Shields, 36, head of the Edgeworth Law Offices, worked under my father in the IS-7 incident. Look at that. He's currently older than Gregory Edgeworth was at the time, but he also looks younger. I'm not the only one who's noticed that over time with the Ace Attorney series, the designs of the characters have gotten more anime-ified. You can really tell. Like, put Frank Sawit next to Luke Atmay, and it's like, are these guys even from the same series? Went from somewhat realistic to anime over the top. Yeah. Pretty good, pretty good. Gem in his eyes. Makes him a Sableye. Pokemon. Origination. Dancing on in. Can we get a Shantae, please? Sprint, thanks for shouting out Ori. Ori, how was the Shantae? Did you finish the first dungeon? Y'all, Shantae is a good game, and Origination was playing the latest one, Shantae and the 7 Sirens. I almost called you Shantae. That is not correct. We're not doing any role-playing here, not today. Or ever. Welcome on in, Soul, Ori. Brad. Welcome, welcome. It's a Metroidvania, so, you should check it out. Hope it was a good time, Ori. Little less than a sweeping sensation. Hehe, Shadowy Jack, Previous Noodle, what's up? We're playing Edgeworth. We're playing Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Like, this game doesn't start with the name Edgeworth. It's the one that never came out in the US, and I'm playing the fan translation. It's really good. We're doing a case that has ties to 18 years ago, as Ace Attorney usually does. I'm just taking a look at my evidence right now, actually. Prosecutor's badge, of course, all the time. You gotta have the badge. It is a necessity. Look at that. Is that kanji on the back? I can barely tell. Yeah. Origination got the Newt Scoot. Beat the first siren. Congrats. Yeah, the original game didn't have cutscenes before the sirens. Or, like, if they did, they were very short ones, so... Oh, they didn't have dialogue before the sirens, that's what. So I'm curious to see what she actually says now. I gotta watch your VOD later, but welcome on in, everybody. Have a cozy time. I'm Chris, I'm a chicken, I do voice acting. That's my summary. Each prosecutor's badge is engraved with the number of its owner on the back. Ugh, numbers. As if we're not human on the inside like everyone else. Or chicken. Chickens are cool too. Oh, look at that. We got the whole case file from IS-7. So, you know, this, if you haven't played AAI2, feel free to drop out for spoilers. This case really much is a love letter to Ace Attorney 1. So, you may see some familiar names on the screen right now. Also, Squidgy Bomb, what's up? Welcome. Ori's gonna chill. For sure, Ori. Have a good one. Just getting all nice and cozy. I know you're tired. Case summary. Prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Defense attorney Gregory Edgeworth. Isaac Dover's body was discovered inside a chocolate chest made by Jeffrey Master. The death was due to blunt trauma to the head given by a rock salt lamp. So he says. So they say. Blood was shed. The defendant, Mr. Master, was found guilty of murder and is now currently serving jail time. Oh, he's still in jail? More than 15 years. Jeez. That probably means that the show that the show that Shields was watching on TV must have been a recording. Ugh. I guess he didn't get out after all. Here's the map. Zodiac Art Gallery. Opening time 10 to 5. Spring Palace, Summer Palace, Winter, Autumn. That is not the correct order of seasons. Somebody should get their planning straight. Found in Panio EV. Is that where you get expected values for your Pokemon? Effort values. The Sec Room and the Rec Room. Love it when the Sec Room's next to the Rec Room. Associated temperatures, seasons, and constellations. What is... Oh my god. Well, okay. I'm definitely gonna have to look back at this later. I like that they both put the Fahrenheit and the Celsius. What's your sign, chat? Winter Palace photo. That's definitely a photo. Looks like there's a harp and an arrow? Huh. That's all we can look at for now. Let's continue on. You're a Virgo? I'm actually a Virgo too. My birthday's in September. Which is coming up. Coming up soon. Haha. I don't know if I'll do anything special for the stream, but I'll see. I'm less on fire today. Yes, I've got a Trilby hat and glasses. I'm Pomp and Precious. Although I'm now not playing as Greg, so maybe I should take these off. All these replicas of the Constellation desserts from 18 years ago. Yeah, it looks like these two sculptures are also made out of sherbet. Checking something. Yeah, okay, look at that. If I check my evidence and go back, it makes the text disappear a little bit. I thought it was me, like, stopping the text in the middle, but that's what was causing that bug. Uncle Ray's only seen the real sculptures in photos. But these sculptures look like the real deal. This was what you wanted to show me? Yeah, I think your old man would have wanted you to see it as well. I'm sorry, Uncle Ray didn't have the courage to come here alone. Don't apologize. This was a good opportunity to learn about my father's case. That means a lot to me. So, you want me to take another commemorative photo? No, thanks. A giant ox sculpture is glaring down at me. If someone glares at you, it's only polite to return the favor, was what I was taught. By who? Manfred? Its effectiveness depends on the timing, the situation, and the opponent. This opponent has a steely, cold glare. They're a tough one, but I will not lose. A giant block of ice is being displayed here. It appears to be quite heavy. No, the inside must be hollow. On the surface, there is an image of the stars and a written description. Pleiades, also known as the Seven Sisters, a star cluster that comprises a part of Taurus. But for all these stars to be grouped together as a cluster, the ways of the ancient people must have been very imprecise. Miles, since we came all the way here, why don't you take a look around? Well, since this room is so cold, I thought I'd go to a warmer room. If you're that cold, why don't you borrow my clothes? Then you'll be freezing, dude. In exchange, I'll borrow your jacket. What's that meme? What's that trade meme? You get my jacket, my clothes. I get your jacket. Bad trade. Trade request from Ray Shields. It's no use. No thanks. Let's try enduring this for just a little longer. Well, that's a thing that Edgeworth has thought now. I'm saving the thermostat for last. I want to check out everything in the room. Are they using the freaking rock salt lamps? Oh my god. I just noticed in the back. Miles, can I ask you something? Oh, sorry, thank you. Bottom screen. Of course, what is it? Is it okay to take photos in this room? Well, haven't you checked? But if you haven't gotten any warnings about it, then it should be fine. Ah, sorry. Well, to be honest, I would have taken some anyway. Your old man had always wanted to investigate this Winter Palace after all.
If my father had seen this room, would he have found something? If he had, the results of the trial might have also... No, there's no point in thinking that now.
Question is this room entirely a replica? Or is it just the statues? Because there's rock salt here. Maybe it was never part of Delicia's dessert display in the first place. Yeah. September. I know somebody else whose birthday is in September, as well as every single day. I wonder who that is. Brad, do you have any ideas? This rock salt lamp is lighting up the constellation chart. I see. Gemini and Taurus are constellations that can be seen in the winter. Since this is the Winter Palace, perhaps that explains the winter constellations made of sherbet. According to the pamphlet, the other palaces are made of crystal. But for the Summer Palace, I think it'd be more fitting if it were made out of shaved ice. Hawaiian shaved ice, don't mind if I do. Well, no, that would make it exactly the same as this room. Edgeworth, this is why you're not a party planner. Alright, let's take a look at the thermostat. Scooby-Doo-Doo. Mr. Shields, I can't find the temperature control panel. Isn't it right there? I see it in the sprites work. Ah, right, they keep it where it's hard to find. Just one moment. Secret. Huh? It's locked. Makes sense. They wouldn't want the guests changing the temperature themselves. According to the pamphlet, the Winter Palace has a temperature of 27F. Now that is cold. Uncle Ray's gonna freeze to death. Just go around offering hugs to everybody, and then you can share body heat. Come on, Ray. The one time you don't ask people? Guess I'll need to find somebody to share body heat with. All right, okay. There you go. I spoke too soon. Preferably a beautiful lady. Look, everybody has heat. This is not the time to be picky. Ah, are you trying to freeze me to death as well with those cold eyes? Yeah, Edgeworth has ice beams from his eyes. Pew! Pew! That's how he wins all his cases. Just freeze the defense. Of course not! The only person who could ever escape, Furio Tigre. That man has a natural aura of fire. Alrighty, now that I've got some pictures of this room, let's check out the other palaces. Might as well see them all, since we're already here. I suppose you're right. Ah! No, not a murder, not again. That yell just now. It came from the fountain patio. Let's go, Miles. Oh, hi! Oh, hi, Laurice Donim. Fancy seeing you here. Damn, I guess I am using the Shaggy voice twice in one game. Damn it, Larry! April 2nd, 10:30 a.m. Zodiac Art Gallery, Fountain Patio. Come on, Laurice.
There's someone passed out on the floor, and that man there is... stinky.
Larry, what did you do? Is that? No, is that Gustavia? Man aged like 30 years in 15. Larry, what are you doing here? No, I'm getting ahead of myself. What exactly happened here? Angie! I saw something that no one should ever have to see! Again! Larry, calm down! Why is there someone passed out here? I didn't do anything! He just fell down all of a sudden! This man, he can't be. He might be dead. Excuse me, but what is the matter here? You can't rise such a ruckus in the museum, boys. Delicia? And Catherine? Age 30 in a span of 18. He's got super aging. Huh? This scent is... Oh, scent is... Something smells. And when something smells... Yapari Yahari. I mean, it's usually the butts. Seems like he's still breathing, but this is a bad situation. Miles, it's not safe here. Get everyone out of here. Why is Edgeworth panting? He ran like 2 feet. Edgeworth doesn't get much exercise. Everyone, get away from that room right now. There's poison gas coming from it. Larry, what did you do? It was booby-trapped? What if it was booby-trapped 18 years ago? Hey! April 2nd, 1042, Zodiac Art Gallery found in patio. Edgeworth, how could you tell? Interesting. Where is this going? And why was that room like... Why didn't they make this Winter Palace in the same room? Unless the planners maybe knew that room was booby-trapped? Nice Christmas tree. I wonder if any of these statues are references to other games. I should look more closely. Mr. Shields, how was the victim? It looks like he breathed in a little too much of that poison gas. He's still unconscious. According to the doctor in the ambulance, there are no external injuries or any other wounds. Thanks to our fortunate timing, we were able to save him before he was too far gone. You know, if anything, Larry saved that man's life. Yeah, it was locked, so... Gustavia must have been locked inside. But he's not out of the woods yet. He's currently being treated by a specialist in the infirmary. Specialist? I see. Mr. Shields, is he an acquaintance of yours? An acquaintance? Yeah, you could say that. He's Dane Gustavia. He was involved in the IS-7 incident. The pastry chef? So he was involved in the case 18 years ago? At least the other guy is doing all right. Is he a friend of yours, Miles? Yeah, a friend. Yes, you could say that. It is fortunate you were not hurt, Larry. Damn. Next time I should use more efficient poison gas that only targets Larry's DNA specifically. What's you could say that's supposed to mean, Edgy? How can you treat a childhood friend like that? That's just cruel! And like also, when I'm dressed like this, I'm called Loris Donim, you know? So don't call me Larry, it's Loris. This man is Larry Butts, not Loris Donim. He's nothing but trouble, but he's been one of my friends since grade school. Some time ago, he awakened to the calling of art and assumed the alias Loris Donim. What if Butts by any other name would smell just as much? Ooh! Edward, that's savage! I love that line. Props to the localizers. Oh my god. Really? You two are childhood friends? I better report that to your old man too. Well, more like he took $38 from me back in childhood and then he paid it back eventually. It took him 15 years though. I'm sure it will bring him joy. He was always worried about you not being able to make friends. That's true, he did actually say that. In the case, that's cool. Clipping it, thank you, Miku. Burn. Oh, no. Loris Donim has seen his fair share of burning already, involving bridges and phoenixes. Good for you, Edgy. Aren't you glad to have a buzzing buddy like me? My father was worried about something like that. Something like that? But anyway, what are you doing in a place like this, Larry? How many times do I have to tell you, Edgy? I'm Loris. What are you doing in a place like this? Yikes! Don't glare at me when you talk! So are you going to tell me? Isn't it obvious? I've come here to study art. I'm going to have to take Mandy on a date here, so I was just doing some scouting beforehand. Mandy, his latest girlfriend, out of how many now? Oh no! Oh no! Larry and Ray Shields are going to interact! Together they will be unstoppable! They're gonna ask for hugs from every beautiful woman in the room! Run while you can!
Aren't you just using art as an excuse to go on a date?
Not bad, Loris. Maybe you can introduce me to some pretty girls next time. Oh, now you're talking my language, dude! So it begins. Oh!
I think I'm getting a headache.
By the way, Loris, did you notice anything strange when you found the victim? Nah, not really. Nothing that would make you say, I saw something that no one should ever have to see. Oh yeah, that. I was just surprised when I saw that old dude fall down out of nowhere like that. I didn't do anything this time, for once. This time. Oh yeah? Then what's this envelope doing in your pocket with $38 in it? Well, I thought I'd just give a donation to the Edgeworth Law Agencies. I thought it'd be funny, you know? Considering that, you know, that original $38 was probably given to Edgeworth by Greg in the first place, that was Greg's money that he stole, if you really think about it. Thanks for the toast, Brad. You kind of miss Larry, though. You're supposed to throw things at him. Is that anything to brag about? Oh, soup's on. Yo, it's a teapot.
Visitors, we wish to deeply apologize for the disturbance. I am the curator of this museum. My name is Catherine Hall.
He's also one of the people involved in the IS-7 incident.
So right now she's 35? Hold on, 16 plus 18? 34. Yeah. Hello there, Miss Kate. Ow. Oh my. Definitely Kate.
Monsieur Shields, thank you for your continued assistance.
She was the woman we saw at the reception, so she's the curator here.
She also finally learned how to pronounce Monsieur.
We apologize for the inconvenience, especially since it's the opening day.
No, you don't have to apologize for a thing, Miss Kate. I almost forgot. Let me introduce you to someone. This is Miles Edgeworth. He's Gregory Edgeworth's son. Catherine looking beautiful, what can I say?
Oh, Monsieur Edgeworth.
Oh my, look at this animation with the fan. Doing a little dance.
Oh, how wonderful. I met the sun after 18 years. It is an honor to meet you, defense attorney Miles Edgeworth.
Defense attorney, about that. Wow, that was amazing! Yeah, you still got that golden voice, Miss Kate. Well, thank you, it's my voice. Actually, I'm a prosecutor.
Oh, so you are a prosecutor. My most sincere apologies, Monsieur Edgeworth.
This woman is very polite, but slightly odd.
You say that about anybody who has fun, Edgeworth. How about you have fun for once? Come on, man. Katie, could I get your autograph right here? Pretty please. Again with the Mr. Monkey sketchbook.
Yes, if you so desire.
Why do you want her autograph? Hey, don't tell me. You don't know who she is. Great singing pipes, thank you. No applause necessary. My, you really don't keep up with the entertainment news, do you, Miles?
What? What is this unbearable atmosphere? Everybody in the room isn't agreeing with me for once. This is a strange feeling. I don't understand. Am I wrong about something?
He needs to, he was basically raised by Von Karma. He doesn't know how to actually read a room. He only knows how to control one. He's learning. Edgeworth is slowly learning emotion. Emotion! She's a superstar actress who's been in tons of musicals and movies. She's a great singer, too. Imagine if you said, oh, this person's been in a lot of musicals. They're not that great of a singer.
Currently, I am the curator of this museum. I have already retired from the stage. I finished filming my role for the last movie a few days ago. My my co-stars also said that they would come here once I open the doors. And here you are, Monsieur Artiste. I return this to you.
Thanks a bunch, Katie. I'll treasure it for the rest of my life. Well, looks like me and Laurie share the same interests. I noticed, Mr. Shields.
So I gathered.
Larry, you said you're here to study art. Why don't you practice drawing as well? Since you're here at Miss Hall's Art Museum, why don't you practice drawing the conclusion that you're not welcome? Oh, no, wait, that's actually a little too mean. Let me retract that. I'm sorry.
Oh, it would have been an honor to have Monsieur Artiste sketch our exhibits.
Oh, I guess even you have some good ideas every now and then, Edgy. I'll do a bit of sketching for Katie here.
What an amusing person.
Forgive the disturbance. Incidentally, who was the woman that was with you earlier? Delicia, looking the same as ever after 18 years. How old is she? We will still never know.
That was Madame Delicia Scones. She is currently assisting in the treatment of Monsieur Gustavia in the infirmary.
Because she's actually a pharmacist and would actually know. There you go.
Even though I said infirmary, since this is an art museum now, it is only provisional. As I am the only staff member working here, I cannot take a leave of my duties for too long.
Delicious Scones? I believe we have heard that name before, Mr. Shields. Yep, looks like the whole gang from the IS-7 incident is here. If only we had Bad here. What is Bad up to these days? Like, after Ace Attorney Investigations 1, what's he been doing? Well, I doubt that's a coincidence.
Monsieur Shields, Monsieur Edgeworth, would you care for some hot tea?
Oh, Miss Kate's tea! That takes me back. Served in the I almost said tea lamp. The teapot that had Master's fingerprints on it. Yes, if you please. Delicia as a vampire? Oh no, yeah, she probably like pretends to be a pharmacist, but you know, whenever she prescribes medicine, it's like a secret pill that transfers youth back to her.
Now I must take my leave.
I missed some dialogue when the screen went black. Does anybody know what that said?
I must explain the situation to the other visitors.
Alright, thanks for everything. I bet you could hide a body under that cart, just saying. Just saying. Got a tablecloth.
This smells like Ceylon tea. I should drink it before it cools.
Ah, Edgeworth on that Animal Crossing coffee mindset. Oh, this Ceylon tea is of very high quality. And this aroma of citrus does wonders for your concentration, right? Oh, your old man said the exact same thing 18 years ago. But for me, it was last night. Excuse me. Detective Bad's up to no good? Why? He's a good guy. But the saucers back then were chilled. Today they're warm. Anyway, don't you think this current situation is rather unusual? You mean how everyone involved in the case 18 years ago is gathered at this museum? Also warm, chilled? Maybe that indicates what room they came from? Yes, I would like to be in charge of this case, if at all possible. Gummy! And Kay! I can't make a nickname because her name already ends with a Y.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay?
Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Shields!
I came here as fast as I could. When I heard that you were done in by poison gas, they are not done in. Far from it. Oh, my sweet honey Kay, how about a hug after being partnered for so long? No. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's the... Yup, immediately shot down with one word. No. No reaction, Ray's just frozen in disbelief. Good job, Kay. You learned how to deal with them.
Gee, so you're perfectly fine? I can't believe you made us worry so much.
Kay is a queen. All right, take lessons, everybody. This is how you also deal with Larry.
Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of bringing Kay here?
I don't know. Little Thief is probably helpful. Ooh, what if we put in parameters for Little Thief from 18 years ago?
I'm sorry, sir. I knew the gas was dangerous, so I tried to stop her. But no matter how much I ran and ran and ran and ran, I couldn't gain any ground.
I think you need to do some training, Mr. Gumshoe. How about get a gym membership, try the treadmill. You know, watch anime while you do it. I hear that's a pretty good pastime.
When it comes to running away, no one is faster than the Atagaras.
But you weren't running away from here.
Psycho Mantis.
Mr. Edgeworth, a raw sepsis. It's not investigated the crime scene. What? I'm going in. Since there might still be traces of gas in the room, I'll have to ask everyone to wait here.
Very well. I'm counting on you.
Good luck in there, Flatfoot.
Wow, Gummy's so cool. He's just like a detective.
He is a detective.
Well, that's what he is.
Yes, Edgeworth here.
Mr. Edgeworth, it looks like the poison gas is dissipated, sir.
Okay, it looks like, but can you double check that, please? Wait, what? There's also gas in? Wait, this room also looks like the winter display. Thank freaking goodness. The ones here are made of crystal instead of ice. They won't melt.
Detective, calmly explain the state of the Autumn Palace.
Yes, sir. I'll start with the exhibits. On the left, there's a statue with 2 people. And on the right, there's a statue of an animal with 2 horns.
He's not wrong, but it's not that descriptive, is it?
A statue of 2 people and a statue of an animal with horns. Isn't that the exact same thing I saw in the Winter Palace just a while ago?
Yes, apparently the sprite writers were too lazy to make new ones. No, there's gotta be something different. We're gonna do the whole Great Ace Attorney cross-eye thing, right? Compare the 2 differences? I bet.
Also, the room is wet with water thanks to the sprinkler system. That also prevented the gas from harming anyone else.
That's good. The sprinkler system? Was there a fire in the room? Ooh! Maybe that's how Gustavia survived, like, light a fire so that all the gas burns up, and then it has the double benefit of triggering the sprinkler system.
There are no signs of a fire, and the fire alarm hasn't gone off either, sir.
I guess not.
The sprinklers in this museum are the kind that detects both smoke and fire.
Mr. Shields needs a timeout. I'll say, put him in contempt of Edgeworth. No court here.
If it detects smoke, it will send an alert to the security room. I think the poison gas might have set off the alarm in the security room, sir.
Was there anyone in the security room at the time?
The only one working here is the curator, Miss Catherine Hall, sir.
There's no assistants or anything?
She's been in the reception booth opposite the security room ever since the museum opened.
Did Miss Hall turn on the sprinklers?
The sprinkler system can only be operated manually from the security room, sir. If it had been automatic, it would have sprayed water all over the exhibits.
It just assumes that everything's on fire?
Since the system is manual, the situation can be examined and the exhibits moved if need be.
I guess there would be more priority over the exhibits than the building. Only at a museum.
Yeah, museum is the kind of place where the building itself might be worth less than everything inside it, you know? Just like my apartment. Oops. I have too much games.
It's way too cold in this room, sir. Isn't this supposed to be the Autumn Palace? Feels more like the dead of winter in here.
The kind of cold that will make your toes freeze, just like Phoenix writes poetry. The Autumn Palace is cold? I checked the thermostat earlier and it set to 27F. I couldn't believe it. All right, let's double check that real quick. Just in case. All right, so 27 is definitely for winter. Yeah, no, that's winter. We're in the Autumn Palace. It should be set to 64.
Why would the Autumn Palace be set to the same temperature as the Winter Palace?
That's about all I know for now, sir. If I figure out anything else, I'll give you another call. Oh, Edgeworth is still outside of the room. Okay. I see. I'm counting on you, detective. Am I gonna gummy it up? No? Aw. I want more sections where I can just roam around as Gumshoe. I want him to find golden coins and talk to Missile. April 2nd, 11:15 a.m. Zodiac Art Valley. Blah, 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 blah. Little sus? A little bit. Little bit. What did Gummy say? You said it feels more like winter in the Autumn Palace. Huh? I don't get it. I haven't been able to enter the room personally, but it should be possible to look inside after the police have finished investigating. I'd like to know what it's like in there myself. Isn't there anyone else who knows about the incident? There is someone. Miles' friend, right? Friend? Miles' friends? I know, right? I didn't believe it myself. Yeah, he's this dude. Oh no. Oh no, what is he telling her? Oh, I knew I should have claimed that I don't know him. This is what I'm supposed to do. I'm telling myself every time that I should say that I don't know Larry, but every time my unnecessary feelings say I should probably respect my friends. Curse you, Edgeworth's heart. Though he's such a nuisance, we have no choice but to listen to what he has to say for now. Yes, true friendship. Oh, wait, he just thought in a telephone voice. Damn it. Wait, you mean? Oh, you're here too, Kay. You're looking as cute as ever. Long time no see. It's Larry, isn't it? No, it's Steel Samurai. Yeah, that's right, they would have met back then. Well, they did meet back then. Okay. Right now, my name is Laris. I'm an artist, that's why. Ah, so that's your pen name. Laris, the artist formerly known as Larry. Wow, you really are a good girl, Kay. Nothing like edgy here. Please. Larry, I have many things I need to ask you. What's this? Don't tell me you suspect me again. You're gonna say because I was first on the scene, I must be the culprit, aren't you? I don't think you're smart enough to set up a gas system, dude. Although I did kind of notice some of the fluorescent clots were set up with the light machines over in the autumn room. I wonder if it's possible. What if the light machines aren't just light, but also gas machines, like fog machines? I never said anything like that. I only want you to tell me what you saw. You said you saw something that no one should ever have to see, did you not? But now I'm saying I didn't see nothing, and I didn't do nothing. He's trying to block it out. What, did you see the old man's naked or something? Look, aren't you an artist? Don't you paint people naked? No matter who the people are, you gotta paint all kinds of forms. Probably. Oh my, he didn't seem so confident at the end there. There are somewhat troublesome circumstances surrounding this man, especially when it's around Christmas time. The saying, when something smells, it's usually the butt, still holds true 26 years on. One could say his tendency to attract trouble is legendary. Kay and Mary met before? Yeah, in the first investigations game. There was an incident involving a stage play, and Larry was kinda involved. When is Larry not involved, dude? It seems he's done something troublesome without even realizing it himself. I'll just have to try and extract the truth from him. Manually, with this knife. Tisk tisk. Larry. Yo, we're doing Cyclox, except instead of Cyclox, it's chess. My goal is to expose whatever Larry is hiding. However, I realize that can be taken out of context. Don't quote me on that. I didn't see nothing. I didn't do nothing. Mind crush. Yo, 2 pawns and a queen, this'll be easy.
Larry is an extremely restless and troublesome man. Until he cools down, I'll just wait and see.
First, I'll ask him about his goal. Why are you talking to me in that third person? I will ask him about his goal. This isn't something I can't handle. I'll finish this quickly. Dude, Edgeworth, you're scaring me, man. Like, I'm right here, dude. Alright, let's begin the logic chess. The logic what? What was your purpose for coming to the art gallery? What? Are you saying that I don't belong in an art gallery? You don't belong here! No, I'll wait and see. Now I know that they don't say footy stuff. It's like, why even bother, you know? Why even bother? Don't expose Larry. Please, no. Butts will crack, but don't expose his butts crack. That's different. Serious Mer, welcome on in. How you doing? Hey, if you're not gonna talk, hold that pose so I can paint your portrait. And then I'll scribble all over the portrait I drew of you. Wait and see. Your paintings are all scribbles? Am I just gonna sit here for like 3 dialogues? I was just joking. I would never scribble over my paintings, of course. They're works of art, after all. I don't think any of your works would qualify as art. Oh, now we roast him. We wait. Edward, what are you doing? Wait a minute. Don't look down on me. There are people who recognize my skills as an artist. Those people are blind. Oh, this game. Nobody has to actually say anything. I'm just reading the options. Please. Mandy is my girlfriend, but it's really my painting she fell in love with. That's why I'll sketch anything my girlfriend likes. Then why are you here on your own today? So what? Can't a guy with a girlfriend spend some time alone? Go spend time with her. How many times have I just waited? Mandy said she's a Gemini. I thought she'd be happy if I showed her a sketch of it on our next date. Do you really have that much confidence in the sketch? Well, I'm not so confident about this one. But I thought she would be happy if I did a sketch of her astrological sign. You came to see the Gemini Sculpture? Oh, how many wait and sees was that? This makes up for every time wait and see isn't the answer in Ace Attorney. Huh, I see. That's just like you. To impress Mandy, you came here to see the Gemini Sculpture, didn't you? I don't... What? How'd you find out? You just told me. Because you just unknowingly told me everything. Well then, I'm not saying another word from now on. He's finally decided to remain silent. In that case, I'll be more relentless in my questioning. I'll try to find out what he was doing here at the art gallery. I'll never tell! Oh, you'll tell. Or else, Mandy's gonna get an earful about that incident from the 3rd grade. No, not that! Wait, which one? Oh, you know the one. No! I'll expose his true motives. This shouldn't take long. What you doing? What the Larry doing? You. Just what did you do at the art gallery? Ooh, what's with that glare? I don't really remember anything. I didn't have a pamphlet, so I just loitered around the fountain patio. How do you not have a pamphlet? It's right there. You can just go back to the entrance. What, did I get the last one somehow? She's a Gemini. She's crazy. What side is Larry? I don't know. A butts and I. Don't they give you a pamphlet at the reception booth after you pay the admission fee? Did he sneak in? Did Larry sneak in for free? Logic chess with Larry. And Larry's out here playing freaking Connect 4 instead. Huh? Oh. Is that right? So, the admission wasn't free, huh? You didn't pay. Don't tell me you sneaked in here without paying. Attack, Edgeworth, attack! I'm sorry! I didn't mean to do anything bad. It's just, there was no one at the reception booth. What? But Kate was supposed to be there the whole day. She was in the security room? That's why I thought you could come in here for free. Miss Hall wasn't there? Miss Hole wasn't at the reception booth. Every attack, just throwing pawns at him. Yeah, it didn't look like there was anyone on the other side of the desk. Come to think of it, Gumshoe did say something about that. Miss Hole was busy activating the sprinklers from the security room. Because of the incident, she had to leave the reception booth. Poor Katie. She went through all that trouble to open up the place. And now the art gallery is star attraction. The Winter Palace is completely ruined. That was the Autumn Palace, though. You know about the Winter Palace? You're certainly well informed about the Winter Palace for someone without a pamphlet. The Winter Palace is where your goal, the Gemini Sculpture, is located. You had your sights set on the Winter Palace from the beginning, didn't you? What? How'd you find me out again? That's right! My goal was to see the Gemini Sculpture! From the very beginning, the Winter Palace was the very reason why I came here. He confessed quite easily. You could never tell anything with this man. And yet, Edgeworth just whittled him down. He knows Larry too well. They've known each other for 26 years. Like, no. This is how you know they're true friends. All right. Next, I'll ask for further information regarding the Winter Palace. I can imagine like a psych lock breaking every single time. I want this to be like stand battles in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you know? Like, I want Phoenix to just be here on the sidelines watching Larry reveal his secrets, and the psych locks just appear like... And Edgeworth is just, he's not even presenting evidence, he's just talking. He's talking the locks open. It's like he's a locksmith and his tongue is the lockpick. Wait, no, never mind. Don't quote me on that. Don't clip that. He may still have some fight left in him. I'll watch his reactions and extract the information I need. Ooh, I have no more use for you. Larry, did you see anything in the Winter Palace? You're still hung up on that? Didn't I say that I didn't see anything? I started to think that it wasn't such a good idea to come to the art gallery. I needed to leave soon to meet with my girlfriend. I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Maybe I should try another line of attack. Did you enter? You're only 22 years into a friendship with the bestie. Hey, that's an entire drinking age and a year. You know, you gotta catch up. Larry, did you also enter the Winter Palace? So, Miku, can you finish each other's sentences yet? Or just each other's sandwiches? Hee, I can finish anybody's sandwich. What's with that look of distrust? Sure, I tried going in, but... You couldn't? You tried to go in, but you weren't actually able to, right? Yeah, that's about right. I wanted to go in, but... Then that old geezer collapsed. I was a little freaked out. The victim. Blade Mancer, welcome on in. Welcome on in me to throwing chess pieces at my friend from 26 years ago. Like, this isn't even logic chess. Edgeworth literally brought a chess set and is pelting Larry little bit. Just, Larry, just tell me. He's just throwing his keys, throwing his wallet. Just tell me the truth. Ow! Ah! What's going on? Wait a minute. Hold on. Ooh, that was almost really bad. Interesting. The manual load state button on this emulator asks you if you want to load. That's good. Because, you know, on the previous emulator, it kind of loaded without warning me. Boy. Nice glasses, thank you. I borrowed them from Edgeworth's dad. Anyway, enough about that. Hope you're doing well, Blade. Hope you're doing well, everybody. So you couldn't get in because of the victim of the poison gas collapsed? confirmation loads. Now, that is UI. Every day I find out something new about Melon DS that makes me love it over Desmume. I wish I found out about it earlier. Yeah, he fell right out of the Winter Palace.
I'm sure the victim emerged from the Autumn Palace.
If it weren't for that poison gas incident, I'd be in there sketching the Gemini Sculpture right now. If it wasn't for the incident, well, yes.
Larry must have mistaken the Autumn Palace for the Winter Palace. That aside, it seems his goal was to sketch the sculpture.
This should be a useful clue. This new DSi definitely so much better than the OG Fat DS, and you know what? It can play WarioWare Snapped.
Larry, did you see anything in the Winter Palace?
Did anybody actually have a DSi and play the DSi exclusive games? Freaking WarioWare Snap and Shantae Risky's Revenge back when it first came out. Oh, and don't forget Luxley's Lineup. Those were fun little games, like the first real like indie shop that Nintendo ever had. And then yeah, sure, WiiWare was a thing later, but DSi shop makes me sad that it's shut down and like you can't really get those games anymore. And you know, once the 3DS shop closes, you really can't get them anymore. Are you winning, Dad? Yeah, I am, Akira Dolce. Are you winning, son? Have a nice, cozy time. Hope you're doing good. You're still hung up on that? Didn't I say that I didn't see anything? I started to think that it wasn't such a good idea to come to the art gallery. I needed to leave soon to meet with my girlfriend. You don't have a girlfriend, Shaggy. I mean, he dates Velma a little bit, and then Velma finds out that she likes girls, so too bad, Shaggy. Too bad.
Perhaps I should try using that clue.
What about your sketch? I know you're kind of sketch, but what about your sketch?
You came here to sketch the sculpture for your girlfriend, did you not? I don't think you would give up that easily. Even after the victim collapsed, you could still see inside the room from the outside, right?
Oofa. Well, I may have gotten a tiny glimpse, but there's no evidence that I saw something scary in there, right? You saw something scary? Something scary, Larry? Was it kinda hairy? Or was it a fairy? My. I'm disappointed it turned out to be this simple. Then again, it is you, Larry. Larry, you saw something scary at the crime scene, didn't you? Something very suspicious and hairy. Edgy! You! Can you read my mind? In that case, there's no point in keeping any more secrets from you. There never was, Larry. There never was. You just told me everything of your own accord. That was a complete waste of time, but finally, it's checkmate. Look, it may have been a waste of time, but at least it was a fun waste of time. Not okay. I don't mean ill will towards the best. He just needed to be knocked down a peg or two. I'm just saying. Now I consider him a precious little lad. 3D chess? Somebody getting data from Star Trek over here. Let's go. Blade just came home from Kung Fu. Download some streams. Oh yeah, the whole like backup thing on Twitch. Hope they go smoothly, Blade. Definitely. Shaggy dumped Velma to keep Scooby. Shaggy was... Oh, okay. I need to go watch that series. Apparently it's pretty good. Plus, multiverses, people are playing it. Need to find out all the lore, right? I had my eyes fixed on the Gemini Sculpture. Objection! Objection! Hold it!
You've mentioned the Gemini Sculpture many times now, but I don't believe this sculpture you saw was the Gemini one.
What? Was it a mirage then?
Larry mistakenly thought he saw the Winter Palace.
This piece of evidence shows what Larry really saw. Again with the third person, dude. Like what, man? Like what? So, this is the map. So, it shows that the room he opened was the Autumn Palace.
Take a look at this pamphlet.
Oh, I see, Blade. Good luck with that. Best of luck. Definitely focus on your work.
In the Autumn Palace,
Egg.
the Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, and Aquarius sculptures are displayed. Incidentally, I can confirm that the Gemini sculpture is located in the Winter Palace.
So why what? Why was the Autumn Palace not that? Oh wait, the extra two boxes were covered up by clods. Maybe the extra sculptures are in there.
Therefore, the sculpture you saw could not have been the Gemini one.
I knew it.
I expected him to be a bit more shocked at the news.
I thought it was kind of strange. I know I saw a single goddess, and that transformation was no mirage. The what?
ManokAdobo, baby? Transformation, you say?
Oh, you're curious too, Edgy? Well, nothing for it. I guess I'll have to show you.
Show me? What exactly?
I drew a picture of the very scene I saw back then.
Oh, good. Another one of Larry's pictures. Oh, I remember. The picture that was very useful in Ace Attorney 3. Hey, Edward should at least know that one, right?
What? I really can't believe what I drew.
Picture? What picture?
This one, right here.
Whoa! You know what? Larry actually improved since last time. Although this is still probably a little interpretive, I would say. Nice step ladder.
What? What is this disturbing picture? Is that sculpture weeping tears of blood?
It might actually be. Oh, now I see it. Oh no, I'm colorblind. I needed to have that pointed out to me.
Maurice, this picture is scary. Okay, it scared me too. This Gemini sculpture suddenly transformed into a goddess right before my eyes.
Can only be explained by miracles.
Not the strawberry milk. I couldn't help but scream.
I mean, since everything is supposed to be made out of desserts, maybe it is strawberry milk. Some Danganronpa blood on the floor too. All that Pepto-Bismol. So the victim collapsing wasn't what surprised him. Larry, go back to selling your samurai dogs. You find a lot less trouble that way. What do you mean when you say transformed?
I don't really understand it myself. The lower half of the body just turned into a fish.
Mermaid? That is what he drew. I was like half between like, did he just interpret it as a mermaid and his eyes were tricked? Or maybe there's a mermaid under there this whole time. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Somebody was trying to make it look more like the winter room. But since the autumn room is supposed to have Pisces, yeah, that was the fishtail from the Pisces, I bet.
A fish goddess? That would be the Pisces sculpture, wouldn't it?
In mythology, Pisces represents the fish that a goddess and her son transform into.
Really? So Pisces isn't just a couple of ordinary fish?
That's actually kind of cool. I never knew that. Winter ones are sure, but the rest are crystal. Yes. Yeah, that I know. But like, the fact that the Pisces were in there, whatever. Yeah, I did know that. I just, I don't even know what I said.
Edgy, you don't think that sculpture is cursed, do you? Those tears of blood turned the Gemini sculpture into a fish.
Preposterous. You simply mistook the Pisces sculpture for the Gemini one. Yeah, it's with evidence like this, it's hard to tell what Larry saw or what he thought he saw. It's like a visual version of witness testimony.
Oh, you put the sketch in your organizer?
Even a sketch like this can be used as scrap paper, after all. Ray, do you still eat paper? Because I heard that you need to have some discerning tastes to enjoy this work.
How could you?
But it's strange. Why did only the lower half of the sculpture transform? Uncle Ray is a bit curious about what went on in the Autumn Palace. Indeed. I wonder if someone tampered with the Pisces sculpture. Clearly.
Yes, Edgeworth here.
Mr. Edgeworth, we've finished searching the room. The poison gas isn't a threat anymore, so you can enter the crime scene.
Right. Good work, Detective. It seems we can enter the Autumn Palace now.
Nice timing, Mr. Detective.
Let's go right now. I want to see the Pisces Sculpture. If Kay's going, I'm going too.
I was planning on bringing him along anyway.
Right then, let's proceed to the Autumn Palace. Danganronpa blood. Okay, so I might need help from y'all, since I actually am colorblind and some of these things just pass right by me. There's no Danganronpa blood on the floor right now, is there? Here, let's compare the two from this picture. Yeah, I just totally missed the Pepto-Bismol. If anybody was wondering, yeah, I'm literally colorblind. Like, I go to the optometrist, I'm like, oh, you're doing the color test? Yeah, I can't see that. Can't see that. Nope. 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 There's a 1 in that one. Can't see that one. Can't see it. Nope. 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 I mean, I can see color just fine. It's just the specific tests, they just don't work in my brain.
So this is the Autumn Palace. It certainly does resemble the Winter Palace.
I've been waiting, sir. Huh? Aren't you the hairy butts guy?
Finally, at least he doesn't think Phoenix is hairy butts.
Wrong! I'm Laurie Stonim.
Never mind that, Detective. Your report, if you please. Egg. What kind of colorblind am I? Red-green. Red-green. But it's one of those things where, like, because the way that my brain is used to not recognizing color in general, a lot of color-based things my brain doesn't immediately pick up on. So I can see something's blue and has the number 5 on it. But if you asked me, like, hey, what image did you saw? I'm like, oh yeah, it was like the number 5. So somebody else might go, oh yeah, it was like a blue thing with a 5 on it. Like, oh yeah, I forgot to notice the color.
Roger that, sir.
Also, Rexadecimal, it do be a chimkin with glasses today. How you doing? Also, Rav, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're doing nice. Everybody having a good Thursday? I will reiterate, this is my last stream of the week. So, and I probably will only stream once next week. Got some plans for the next weekend, so busy chicken. Enjoy it while it lasts. Don't they make colorblind glasses? Like, yeah, they do, but all that really does is it maps the visible spectrum to a kind of different area. It's like, how can you philosophically say that what you see with your eyes is exactly what the person next to you sees? Like, how do you know? How can you know that what they see as yellow doesn't look like what you think blue looks like? Like, yeah, colors can be different. Yeah, you can recognize them. But they're not... There's just physically no way to say with definitive truth that these two people process these images exactly the same in their brain. So, you know, you put those glasses on and it's like, is this what normal people see? You can't answer that question, because it's like, well, it is now easier for you to determine, say, purple from blue. But now, once you have those glasses on, is it now harder for you to discern purple from a different purple? That doesn't solve the problem. That's not physically possible. Your eyes can only see what your eyes see. So, long story short, I'm sorry I go through this every single time I've talked about it, but it's important to know. I promise I'm not angry, it's just I have to go through it every single time. And just like the dress, yeah, let's go. The blue, gold, yellow, black dress.
Hey, we discovered a used gas burner during our investigation.
Oh.
The nozzle was still warm when he found it, so it may be related to the incident.
Was it used to heat something? Or was it used to disperse gas in the room, huh? Traces it was used. Was that ladder always there on the ground? Hey, now wait a minute, it's a step ladder. Look at the nature of things.
It was probably used by the person who set off the poison gas.
You know, is this the same ladder that was in Delicia's room way back when? Because this is... No, we are technically right now in Dover's room, not Delicia's room. Okay. It might be the same ladder, though. The poison gas was released when someone lifted the lid on that glass case, sir. It was booby-trapped? Like, in the... Ooh, in the exhibit. Oh, no! Is Ron the Light okay? Sprint says, ever since you followed, you think we go through it every week? Maybe not every week, but maybe every couple of months. The Pisces Sculpture. Seems like you know about it, say. Well then, do you know what the sculpture's next to it is? Since we're in the Autumn Palace, it would probably be the Capricorn Sculpture. As expected of Mr. Edgeways, I thought it was Taurus myself. I was thrown off as it was covered by this weird cloth. The cloth! The fluorescent cloth! The fluorescent cloth! I wonder what it's doing here!
Evidence from the IS-7 incident?
Wouldn't it be locked up in the police station? Blade sensitive to light, that's why you wear shades a lot. Oh, just like Albert Wesker. No matter what it is or how it got here. The sculptures in this room are all covered with this fluorescent cloth.
And because they're all hidden, it makes me want to see them even more.
Let's take a look. I'll just get this cloth off. No, hold on, wait a minute. How do you know they're not going to release more gas when you do that? Can we at least secure an escape route? What is this Resident Evil BS?
Wow! They're beautiful!
Ooh! Ah, goat. Interesting. You don't think the transformation Larry saw was a cloth being pulled away? Yeah. Yeah, because the other exhibits naturally have cloths on them, so somebody was trying to replicate it. Or something. Let's look at the cloth. Can I press the beep boop buttons? Get new evidence, you have to look at it. I'm sorry, dialogue, but this is important. Before I forget. According to Mr. Shields, this allows you to change the color of the cloth. Let me try it out. Imagine you press the button and it just goes... The cloth has started to glow and smell a little bit. A kind of smelly smell. Roa's back, what have you missed? Well, Larry's here. Last time you were here, you were being mean to Larry. We realized that he was lying, as is usual, and now we're investigating inside the Autumn Room. The cloth is glowing with a light blue aura. According to the detective's report, it was wrapped around the statue like this. So it would seem.
How is this related to our case?
The fact that it's in our evidence. And you never finish Ace Attorney without using every bit of your evidence. Never. That transformation was in fact the moment the cloth wrapped around the lower half of the Pisces fell? See, Edgy? It wasn't a mirage or a mistake after all! Ugh. Hey, Miles. There sure is something strange about this room. It looks exactly the same as the Winter Palace we were in just a moment ago. You know what? I don't know why. I just had this feeling I should probably save state right now. We've gone through a lot today already. I don't want to have to redo it. Looks exactly the same as the Winter Palace we were in just a moment ago. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. Should probably mute when I do that. I heard there was like a thing going around where people are recording people's sneezes on Twitch and then like putting them on a collection page. I'm not sure what's up with that. But yeah, that's a little weird, so okay, next time I should remember. I just thought about it now. Warning to all y'all who are streamers out there, maybe don't sneeze into the mic. Oh. Yes, I agree. Maybe the sculptures were hidden to make it look like the Winter Palace. If you wrap the cloth around the lower half of the Pisces sculpture, it looks like Gemini.
Capricorn is a half-fish too. I had the lower half and it resembles the Taurus. The remaining two, which couldn't be altered with trickery, were covered up. The Autumn Palace was made to look like the Winter Palace. So it seems, Mr. Shields, and it was also made to be in the same place as the old Winter Palace. So, possibly whoever was targeting somebody was probably targeting Gustavio on purpose, because he would know where the Winter Palace is from last time, just like how Shields went into here thinking it was the Winter Palace and then found out it was locked. The Autumn Palace was made to look like it. It looks like we'll need to conduct an investigation of the Autumn Palace too. Hey? Oh, hi, everybody. Wondering when I'd see you again. Mr. the Best and Judge Courtney?
Hey! You guys again? This is a problem. You see, this is my crime scene.
Mr. Edgeworth, it seems my power is insufficient. If you're here, then it would appear that you still haven't understood my warnings.
I was here first, Lady Justice.
Furthermore, you know full well your reckless actions will cause trouble for that detective. In the name of the goddess of law, I must pass judgment with a bop.
Bop you on the head with that gavel.
Bop.
Wine Rib, nice sixth. How you doing? Welcome. Thanks for coming in today.
You got it all wrong, pal. I was the one who asked Mr. Edgeworth to investigate.
Really? Well then, Flatfoot, I'll have to do with that.
Not that. Anything but that. Is it salary?
Yeah, that. Right. Cut your salary.
No!
Looking forward to your next payday. I always wanted to say that.
You're the last person I want cutting my salary, pal.
What, does every single prosecutor have the power to cut his salary? Like, independently? What if they all cut it, like, thinking that the other person didn't cut it, and now Gumshoe's salary is like 5 cents a day? Well, that's probably what it is.
Hold it, Edge the Best.
I am only cooperating with the police as a witness to this incident.
Detective Gumshoe is not to blame.
So that's how it is. Well then, should I be raising his salary?
Please do. Leave Gummy alone! No, that is not what I meant. No, Edgeworth, please.
But it would be really nice to get my salary raised.
He works hard. Throw him a bone. And then Gumshoe can throw the bone to Missile.
Your mercy is deeply moving, Sebastian. But past transgressions must lead to future judgment. Prosecutor Edgeworth and all in his company depart at once from this holy site.
Holy.
But that's... We only just got here.
The one given the goddess of law's blessings for this incident was Sebastian.
Again, why? In other words, Mr. DeBest is the prosecutor in charge of this case. We haven't really heard much about that League of Judge Prosecutors. I forget what's that called. Does anybody remember? Please remind me. The thing with the acronym.
That's right, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening performance is over. Besides, I've already got my eyes set on the culprit.
What? Who, pal?
Well, naturally, that artist. Me? Hey! What's going on, Edgy?
Well, it was nice knowing you, Larry. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. I'm not a defense attorney, and I'm taken off the case, so bye. No. Don't ask me. I can't understand his reasoning. Whatever reasoning that is. PIC, thank you. I don't know why that got censored. I'm gonna not think about it. Prosecutorial Investigation Committee. There you go.
Tisk, tisk, tisk! You can't understand how the best prosecutor thinks. It simply shows how inculpable you are.
It seems he doesn't know what inculpable even means. Unable to be culped. Blade's back. Gumshoe's salary is $1 for the rest of the year. He's got to make that one cup noodle last. At least in LA, cup noodles cost like $1 now. Highway robbery, man. That's right, Sebastian. Prosecutor Edgeworth is quite incapable.
Yeah, he's incapable. She just nonchalantly corrected him. Don't underestimate my intelligence gathering skills. I just came from the infirmary and asked the doctor there about the cause of the poison gas.
There's a doctor? Unless he's talking about Delicia. What other doctors do we know in Ace Attorney? Oh, tell me Dr. Hottie is here. No thanks. I can do without that callback.
And what was the cause?
Some normal substance. What was his name again? Hold on a second. I'll call the doctor to make sure.
Oh, he just ran away to go get the information again.
Since Sebastian is on the phone, I'll answer for him.
In that case, why didn't you tell us before he called?
The poison gas was caused by the mixing of 2 different types of chemicals.
Oh no, did someone mix cleaning chemicals? That happens.
Oh.
Well, okay, they're using fake chemicals, that's good.
Their names are Normalium and Fatalium.
And, if you want a good Wii game, you should play Battalion Wars. I'm sorry, that was the most I could do with that.
So what are those chemicals exactly?
Well, I guess one of them is blood red. There you go.
Normalium is a red liquid that's commonly used in everyday products. It can be found in paint and detergent, among other things, but it is not toxic by itself. So you're saying that it is a substance readily available to anyone?
You wonder how well the best we do against Phoenix? What if the next Ace Attorney game, instead of starting with a pain, you have to fight against the best, all grown up. They'll probably gain a couple of brain cells. A couple. You're still thinking about the best bikini badge. It's supposed to be scales, but it do kind of look like a bikini.
Yes, but Fatalium, on the other hand, is not so easy to obtain.
Its name sure sounds dangerous. What's it used for?
Fatalium.
Pearl would win. Let's go. Poopium and Fartium. Oh no! Don't mix those together. I told you not to mix them.
It is the active ingredient of a white pesticide known as Megatoxin X.
Oh wow, that's one of my favorite Super Nintendo games.
Fatalium itself also has a deep white color, but it is not readily sold in stores. It's nearly impossible to obtain domestically.
Oh, white color so that when they mix together it makes pink.
Right now, we are looking into how this chemical was obtained.
I don't know, Zingfa?
Red liquid, Philosopher's Stone. We searched for it, and we found it.
The white Fatalium mixed with the red Normalium causes a chemical reaction.
Okay, I finally found out the names of those chemicals.
Judge Courtney has already told us. We don't need to hear it again.
Fine then, I'll cut to the chase.
Megatoxin X sounds delicious. Queen Miku, no, don't eat it. It's the forbidden Pepto-Bismol.
You know that Normalium from the poison gas is also used in paint, right? Today, out of everyone who visited the art gallery, the only one carrying paint was that artist.
What if he doesn't have red paint?
You're treating me as the culprit just because of that? I object to the red paint on the palette you're carrying. Oh, this is just ketchup, dude. I can't afford paint. Wait till you guess what the blue paint's made out of.
I don't want to know.
It's the blue ketchup, you know. When they had that limited edition blue ketchup? That was pretty cool.
Larry, they haven't sold that in like 10 years.
Well, I still have some. You know, just in case I wanted blue ketchup, but also blue paint. Hey, Larry. I'm Larry. Hey, Edgy. Don't you think this prosecutor is kind of an idiot?
Thanks one to no one?
Indeed.
Oh, okay. Rude boy. We're being sassy today.
Although I've only known him for a short time, his logic is always absurd.
I can hear you, you know. Hey, don't ignore me.
It's all right, Sebastian. They're only doing it because they're afraid of you. Like the first star to appear at night, show us reasoning that shines the best.
And this green paint, oh man, I got it from limited edition Shrek ketchup. Oh man, I saw that movie like 500 times.
They don't serve ketchup when you see the movie.
Well, I found it somewhere. Tastes like ketchup. The first star shines best. Not bad. Hey, you guys better listen up too.
Oh, here we go. How many brain cells have you acquired, Mr. DeBest? I'm waiting to see. Waiting to see. Show me that bikini badge. It do kind of look like one. Up.
Wait, shouldn't he have a prosecutor badge?
Like, if he's actually graduated. Like, why doesn't he have one of these? Actually, I think he does. It's just really, really small. Yeah, it's right there on his lapel. Actually, he does. Wow, is it really that small in real life? You could, like, accidentally swallow that. That's pretty tiny.
That artist was the first to discover the victim, so naturally he's the best suspect. The poison gas was caused by Fatalium, a chemical found in paint, right? As he was carrying paint near the victim, he would have had the best chance. The paint, along with being the first witness, that pretty much proves he's the culprit.
If Larry's calling you an idiot, you know you're doing something wrong. Let me get you that link, Akira. There you go.
So, what do you think, Justine?
We cannot ignore the possibility. Well then, Mr. Artist, please tell us the truth. Did you leave red paint at the crime scene? Or else, did you cause the poison gas to go off?
The only thing that I leave behind is my bond of love with you. Larry, not the time.
Please watch what you say. My gavel is already prepared to declare you guilty. Like that song, Guilty Love, have you heard of it? I love the Gaviniers. I should show you their music sometime. Please pay no heed to this man's statements.
Hey, you guys! Ignoring my reasoning just because it's flawless won't do you any good. Mr. Edgeworth, if you've already admitted defeat, you should take your leave.
Even though I don't really have time to deal with your ridiculous reasoning. Alright, let's see. The best has 1/2 a brain cell. Larry has 2. Oh man, that's a 4 times increase though. The best is screwed. No problem, Akira. Always welcome. Seeing Sebastian again makes you feel better for messing up so much in Ace Attorney. He's just like me for real. Just throwing logic at the wall and seeing what sticks. Oh, I wanna see if I can set up something since I am using the new emulator. I'm gonna see if I can actually set up the microphone. Because I want to object, gosh dang it. I'm playing an Ace Attorney game on a DS. I will make it work. Audio, external microphone. But it doesn't let me choose a microphone. I don't know. Let me see. Hold it! Hold it. Oh, wait. Mata! Mata? Mata! Dame yo, dame yo. Anda ga suki de suki sugite. どれだけ強いお酒でも歪まない思い出がバカみたい。It worked! Indeed. At first glance, this man seems suspicious. However, trying the controller config? Wait, there's microphone stuff in the controller config? Let me see. Yeah, I might need help from y'all since I'm not that familiar with Melon DS. I got DS keypad, add-ons, general hotkeys, microphone? I mean, that's probably a button to make the microphone do a thing, but I don't know about making it actually
take my microphone? I don't know. Interface settings? Config. MU settings. Oh well. I'll just pretend it works. At first glance? What's with that first all of a sudden? You're the one who said first.
You? Are you trying to steal my spot as the star that shines best?
Huh? Will that make me the best artist? Larry, don't make this any more confusing than it already is. Mr. the Best, continue your reasoning now. I'm surrounded by idiots. The poison gas was caused by normalium. I mean, if it's so common, like, who knows what other red things could have been in this room? Like some red sherbet, maybe? Thanks. Thank you, Klee. Amazing singing. How you doing, Klee? How you doing this fine day, night, time zone? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming on by. Yes, apparently normalium is used in many everyday products.
Right, so the red paint is definitely suspicious. But it's also used in things other than paint, right? I guess you have a point. What do you think, Justine?
That's right. Normalium is also used in detergent, for example. Huh. Trying to think of what other red things we might have seen back 18 years ago, you know? There was the blood. Is Ceylon tea red? I don't know. In other words, it might not have been paint that caused the gas.
That's not true! Let me finish my reasoning!
Average IQ in this room dropping. Please, Larry, don't make it worse. Please, doing good. Happy to listen, stream. Oh, yeah! What you playing, Clee? You playing Stray, maybe? Playing some Fire Emblem, maybe? Playing some, I don't know, Secret of Monkey Island, Worms 3D? Just name random games. Pictionary for the NES. Even if paint is the cause of the poison gas, that does not mean he is guilty. It might be accidental manslaughter at best.
Edgy!
Sorry, Larry, that's the best I can do.
No, it's not! You know that for sure!
You know me too well, Larry. I'm just kidding. Of course. Yes. Damn.
Well then, if the paint is not the cause, that doesn't mean he's innocent either. Now he's just trying to sound clever. Mimicking what Mr. Edgeworth says won't make you look cool at all.
See, that's what I was saying earlier. He just mimics the smartest person in the room. Okay, please don't make my statements look bad. Everybody on Edgeworth's side is just hurting his case. Edgy, please. I'm so sorry.
Now then, it's about time to wrap up my shining logic. The paint, along with being the first witness.
Hold it! It's not the best I can do, but it's the best that I'm willing to do.
There you go.
Do you truly claim that Larry is the culprit just based on that?
Huh? You got a problem with that? If you have a problem, then present evidence. Mr. Edgeworth, it looks like he really wants to do that. Wants you to do that.
Indeed, then I will do as he wishes and present evidence. It seems he doesn't pay much attention to what other people are saying. There's a clear contradiction in Mr. DeBest's logic, and also a contradiction in how he behaves. Like, everyone's ignoring me, I will ignore you now.
Why did he even bother making the phone call?
I'll finish this quickly. This is a waste of time.
He was playing Bad North? Viking minimalist strategy game. I have never heard of that. Is it good? You're looking at Dragon Ball memes now? I saw on Twitter there was actually like somebody found some of the old Ford Fusion commercials. I had posted one in Drewby's stream the other day that a commercial for like a codec conversation between Snake and Colonel Campbell. But there was also one where there was like Dragon Ball. It was just the scene where Goten and Trunks fuse, and instead of fusing into Gotenks, they just become a Ford Fusion. Like, okay, yeah, okay, that was ahead of its time, that's for sure. Okay. I want to say,
that this painting shows that there's another source of where the red could come from. So this? Maybe that wasn't the right statement. Mr. The Best, there's a contradiction in your statement.
Is that true, Justine?
It is not, Sebastian. It is possible to Edgewood's statement that is contradictory.
Of course, there's no way there can be a contradiction in my argument.
Isn't it full of contradictions? Isn't it? No? No?
My real problem is her rather than Mr. The Best.
Echo. It's... Thank you. I think I got it all right. It's on a button. I pressed the button by accident, and all of a sudden I'm echoey. Okay. So anything that proves that either he wasn't actually the first witness, which we don't have evidence of, but also I'm thinking that someone else had to have been here. Oh, it starts. What's up, Bullfrog? How's it going? Somebody else had to have been in here in order to set up the place with, like, the clods and whatnot. So Larry was definitely not the first person in the room. Whether he was in the room with... Okay, you know what? I think I see the flaw in his argument. Yeah, he had red paint, but you don't have any evidence that Larry had the white Fatalium that you kind of need. Objection! No? Mr. The Best, what do you think about this piece of evidence?
Why are you asking for my opinion?
Don't you see? This evidence contradicts your testimony.
What?
I don't believe this evidence has that kind of meaning.
Is that right?
Was Judge Courtney here?
Also, you don't need to yell objection so loudly. Just showing evidence will suffice. You don't need to tell me that. And let me just find the right statement. The poison gas was caused by normalium. I think it's just the fact that you need both paints. No, well, you need the paint and the other chemical. It's not just the fact that you have the normalium. I'm just finding the one statement to press against. Okay, seriousness? Out of all the statements, this is the one that, like, he's writing his entire argument on. So there you go. I had the right idea, I just didn't know what would actually prove it. Mr. The Best, your logic is more akin to a shooting star than a shining star. And you're just wishing that you could find the right argument. Haha.
It shines the best like a shooting star, right?
It may shine brightly for a brief moment, but then it burns itself out. The poison gas originated from inside the glass case of the Pisces Sculpture. Kind of the first thing I presented, just not that way.
Exactly, so that's where the artist set out the gas, right? He used the normalium in his red paint.
As your senior, let me give you one piece of advice. Listen to the explanations of others. The poison gas was caused by mixing both normalium and Fatalium together. The normalium contained in the red paint is not enough by itself.
Really?
Yes, really.
But I thought I heard that the normalium caused a fatality.
Don't tell me you just misheard the forensic report.
Darn it!
By the time Larry discovered the victim, the room was already filled with poison gas. It is time for you to realize how incapable you really are. Never mind the fact that I presented two wrong things. No, that never happened, everybody. Right, chat? Right? Oink.
Hey, what do you mean by incapable? You tried to use that word earlier and you still don't know what it means.
Right. He means to say you are lacking in ability. Incidentally, inculpable has a completely different meaning.
I get it. You're making fun of me again, aren't you?
I'm merely saying you were incapable in your investigation. Bad allium. Detective Bad is full of it. Before you insult Sebastian, I still have some doubts about your own statement. What kind of doubts? For all we know, Mr. Artist could have simply entered the Autumn Palace at an earlier time. That's... Moreover, do you have evidence that the red paint is unrelated to the case? The most important thing now is not the red paint, the red normalium and the white fatalium. Exactly how were these two substances mixed? I believe that is our main concern. Naturally, it was Sebastian's job to investigate that. Were it not for your interference, we would have found that out by now. I never intended to interfere. On the contrary, I'd like to cooperate. Normalium, Fatalium, Unununium, Edgeworthium. It's a chemical that causes severe smugness in anybody who ingests it via smell, via touch, via being within 5 feet of it. It's a very, very poisonous substance. Unfortunately, Edgeworth was dipped in the stuff as a baby. It just changed him for life. Rhydium. That's the stuff that Phoenix was dipped in as a baby. If you guys even just knew Edgeworth, you know he would not be smart enough to pull off a murder, just so you know. Don't tell me you're going to say that you know the cause of the poison gas. How the poison gas started? I have something that may shed some light on this matter. Sebastian, do not fall for his bluff. Come now, it's fine, really. Let's hear what he's come up with. If you say so, Sebastian. Come on, show us. Show your moves. How did the poison gas start? This way. That was the fastest I've ever presented evidence. Surely you're not saying that this was the cause of the poison gas? Humph. It seems even you've noticed it. It really stands out. Those red tears that Larry saw were undoubtedly normalium. Isn't that a thing where a statue actually, cried tears at one point? But it turns out, it's a mixture of rust that built up inside the statue along with rainwater that collects inside it. So every now and then it, cries actual blood-looking material. Laurium. It's what all the good lawyers huff before a trial, just for good luck, you know. Statue that cries blood. In 1995, a Madonna statue appeared to weep blood in the town of Civitavecchia in Italy. About 60 witnesses testified to witnessing the phenomenon. The local bishop said that he himself had seen it weep. The blood on the statue was later found to be male. Wait, that was actual blood? Excuse me? Weeping angel. Don't blink. Do not even blink. Blink and you're dead. The angels had the phone box. Yeah, that one got away from me, didn't it? Huh? Wait a second. If those were chemicals, does that mean a ghost set off the poison gas? What is the connection? I don't have time to play along with him. The red tears of normalium could not have triggered the poison gas by itself. It got someone's saint status. Yeah, Pokemon the first movie. Crying cures the stone process from Mewtwo. Oh, don't even tell me. I cried when I saw that movie in theaters. Your phone's going flat. Oh, sorry, Bullfrog. Yeah, definitely. Sorry you couldn't stay for long, but thanks for coming on by. Hope you had a good day. That red liquid was mixed inside the case to create the poison gas. I don't know, maybe there was the Fatalium on the ground? What? Just where do you see evidence that the chemicals were mixed? That can also be seen in this sketch. Here is the evidence. Show evidence that the two chemicals were mixed. Hey, Pepto-Bismol! For evidence and diarrhea. Wait, what? A pink liquid can be seen flowing out from under the case of the Pisces Sculpture. This is proof that the two chemicals were mixed. The pink sauce. No, Pikachu, don't drink the pink sauce. Hold on a second, I still don't get it. How does this show that normalium and fatalium were mixed? Since we have a self-proclaimed artist here, I'll let him explain. Larry, you fancy yourself an artist, so you should know about mixing paint, right? This is like kindergarten stuff, man. You know how to mix color? You ever finger paint? What do you add to red to make pink?
Oh, that's easy, dude. Blood. Don't take me for a fool, Edgy. I'll have you know I graduated from middle school.
Well, that's good.
You add white to red to make pink? It's common knowledge. Well, technically there's rose pink, baby pink, and several others.
Hold it. That's enough. Stop right there. Larry, Larry, I'm so sorry. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Now, do you understand, Mr. DeBest?
Ah, that's how it is. By mixing red normanium with white Fatalium, you get strawberry milk.
Don't drink that, though. Yes, exactly. Took him long enough. Yeah, Chibi, he graduated just middle school.
I see. It looks like Mr. DeBest finally gets it.
What? Prosecutor Edgeworth, you have merely presented one possibility. Do we really know if the color was the result of the two chemicals mixed together? Furthermore, this sketch was drawn by the suspect. I cannot put much faith into it. If only we had a picture.
I just painted what I saw. How could that be a lie?
Mr. Artist, I did not permit you to speak.
Ugh, so cold. But that's part of her charm. Larry!
Someone, can we get a Bob emote in chat? Larry, shush. Larry, shush. Of course, I intend to bring the truth to light immediately. Thank you for shushing Larry, Brad. It would not be wise to jeopardize your position even further. Aren't you going to answer my question from before? How do you know that Mr. Artist did not enter the Autumn Palace? Because it was locked. If you cannot prove this, there is no room for you to argue any further.
Hey, couldn't we find that out if we talked to the victim, pal?
If he's awake. The victim, Dame Gustavia, remains unconscious and in critical condition.
That's right.
Do that again. Do that again, Judge Courtney. Just this time, turn around and then swing your hammer. Well then, Sebastian will be investigating the crime scene now. All of you, please vacate the premises. Hold it. Is it? Oh, it's Larry. Just Larry. With as much as he said that, I wonder why they haven't bothered giving him a voice line. Like, come on. I wonder if it's possible to add a voice line, even though there wasn't originally a voice line in the Japanese dub. Maybe? You'd probably have to reprogram it. If you want to take a stand in court, you cause a lot of trouble for the presiding judge. Is there something you would like to say, Mr. Artist?
Hold your horses, Miss Cool Beauty.
My name is Justine Courtney. Please don't address me by such a strange title.
Oh, you finally told me your name. Pleased to meet you, Justy. I'm Laurice Stoneham, but you can call me Laurice.
Mr. Artist, please get to the point.
I just remembered something I haven't had a chance to say yet. When I first got to this room, it was locked, so I couldn't get in. But then, that old dude just suddenly fell through the door.
He's right, though. We can corroborate it. It would appear that the palace rooms can be locked from the inside. But just because you say it was so, doesn't mean the door was locked. Shields, corroborate, corroborate. Stop, corroborate, and listen. Without proof, your statement holds no value. Objection.
Well, why not let Uncle Ray prove it for you?
Well, after all, we can confirm that the room was locked too.
Right, Miles?
Yes, I remember as well.
The Winter Palace should be... Huh? It's locked up. That's odd. They've already opened the museum.
Until the gas outbreak, no one could have entered this room. Locked room mystery. How did the killer get in? How did they escape? Were they ever in the room in the first place? That's the tenets you have to prove. Like, as much as Danganronpa is a very anime game, they do teach you things about logic. Perhaps the suspect entered the room with the victim during the gas outbreak. As you can see, this man did not inhale any of the gas. If you examine his belongings, you'll find he wasn't carrying a gas mask either. Is that so? Well then, I have no choice but to agree. Why? That was easy.
That was easier than I expected.
Anyway, I don't know what I was going to say now. I thought you were going to argue. I only know how to argue. I've learned all of my law practice from Twitter. Suspicious. Anyway, I presume this clears up any suspicion surrounding Larry. It seems Mr. DeBest's logic was off once again. Naruhodo da. Naruhodo ne. Naruhodo-kun. Ryuichi.
Not exactly. I just didn't have enough information, that's all. Therefore, my reasoning was just before its time. He sure has a grand way of saying that things didn't work out for him.
In that case, there is one more suspect who is yet to take the stands. Mr. Artist, you are free to go. There's another suspect? What, Catherine?
Huh? But I wanted to talk to you a little more, Justy.
That's why she agreed so easily. She does not want to interact with Larry further. Overruled. Your cold demeanor leaves me mesmerized all the more. You have a girlfriend, Larry, please. Supposedly. This other suspect is a pharmacist by the name of Delicious Scones. Oh? Huh. What pins it on her then? Egg. Common Rider, how you doing, man? How was the rest of your stream? You were playing... What were you playing? Was it Payday that I saw? I'm not sure. It was a shooter game of some sort. Hope it was fun. It would have been difficult for this artist to obtain the Fatalium from Megatoxin X. But a pharmacist may have knowledge of how to do that. See, there you go. That actually has basis in logic. I guess we're defending Delicia. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. Sebastian, it would be best if we brought her in quickly.
Best if we brought her in quickly. Sounds good. Leave it to me. Hey, Flatfoot, keep up the investigation.
Got it. Larry needs to stop thinking with one end and oh my god. Oofa. Really though. Don't tell me Judge Cody suspected her from the very beginning.
So Mr. DeBest's logic wasn't any help at all.
Judge Courtney, well, just what is she thinking?
If she agrees with my initial logic, she'll think that I thought I've won. No. Common was playing Ghost Renaissance Wild and Outlandish. Oh, I've never seen those games before. They looked kind of cool. Yeah. Ghost Recon. Ghost Renaissance. Tom Clancy. Man, that guy makes a lot of games.
He's a bucket.
He must be a true game developer. No, he's a novelist. April 2nd, 1205, Zodiac Art Gallery, Autumn Palace. You know, I was wondering why it was the Zodiac Art Gallery in the future. Well, because they're Zodiacs. Makes sense now.
She said it would only be a 10-minute recess. They sure are taking an awfully long time.
Yeah, there were 10 minutes on the planet Saturn. Thanks for the bucket, Ellie.
Ahem. Sorry to keep you waiting. Kept you waiting, ha! Prosecutor DeBest presents Miss Delicious Scones. You see? You're cold, so here I am. It is I, Delicious Scones, the pharmacist who makes delicious drugs.
Sure. I mean, hey, if I can get cough medicine that tastes better than the default cherry red, yes, please. Yeah. Apparently in other countries, they don't use cherry flavoring as much in medicine. So, like, when you give them that super artificial cherry flavor, they actually really like it. Question for the chat, do you like artificial cherry flavor?
You can call me Miss Delicious.
And you can call me Mr. The Bestest. The best, she is way older than you, please.
Oi, nice to meet you, bestie.
They've gone straight to nicknames.
This case is just people meeting who should not interact, or else the sanity of Edward's mind drops by 10% every line.
Huh? That boy reminds me of someone.
This is Miles Edgeworth. He's Gregory's son.
Yes, say, nice to meet you, Miley.
Miley Cyrus? Wait a minute. Could you please not call me Miley? I prefer not to come in like a wrecking ball.
Meeting Greggy's boy. I guess it's a sign that I'm getting old.
How old is this woman?
It's a mystery. Or she has like a daughter that looks exactly like her. It's just like the name Delicious Scones is not a person's name, but a title that gets passed down, like all the James Bonds. Common does not like artificial cherry flavor. Oofa. You wish cough medicine didn't taste so bad, when taking it less a pain. Yeah, you wonder why people use it so much. To be honest, I'll take the cherry flavor all over the grape flavor, because the grape flavor is even more artificial. Like, I can't even stand it. The grape flavor makes the cherry flavor taste like actual cherries in comparison. Smiley Miley. Miku enjoys the fake cherry medicine when sick, but mostly better it tastes gross. Yeah, something like that. Like, if you're sick, you can't taste anything anyway, right? She's like a Nurse Jenny, or she's like an Officer Jenny or a Nurse Joy. A Johnny Bravo. Hoo ha hoo. Can we get a poll for flavor of cough medicine? Yeah, Brad or Common, can you start the poll? Cough medicine, cherry flavor, good or no? Yay or nay? Sebastian, isn't that something you'd like to ask Miss Pharmacist? Oh, right, yeah. Miss Delicious, could you tell us the reason that you came to the gallery? What did I say, fashion?
You see, I came to see the curator, Katie. I've been friends with her for 18 years, so I visit her quite often.
Is it true, Miss Pharmacist, that you also assisted in the treatment of Mr. Gustavia?
I guess you could say that, although I only made an antidote for the doctor.
Wow, you made the antidote on the spot?
You see, as long as I have the right ingredients, I can make any drug easily. The infirmary here is quite well equipped, you see.
Quite well equipped, even though it's only a, like, temporary infirmary? That's a little suspicious.
Instead of sending him to the hospital in critical condition, we treated him right away. I did all I could do. The rest depends upon his body's ability to recover.
Do you know the victim, Miss Delicious?
You see, although it's been 18 years since I last saw him, I only knew that he had become a world-famous pastry chef.
Aw, well, he finally fulfilled his life's dream. Well, he wanted to make candy, though, so not sure about that. Oh, we got the poll. Cough medicine, concert medicine good? Heck nah, maybe yay. Because you put maybe, then I'll say yes. But just because you said maybe.
Huh? Is the victim that famous?
You hate grape flavor. Even you hate the taste of grape cough medicine, says Blade. Rancid purple. You enjoy grape flavor, you just don't like the kind they use in medicine. Yeah, they make it like extra thick, right? Like that's how I can describe it. It's like extra thick and gritty. Like that's not grape. Grape is like juicy and watery and sweet, not like thick and chalky and ugh.
I heard on the news that he had won a competition for designing desserts.
That reminds me, I do remember him mentioning something about studying design in Zhengfa. Always with the Zhengfa. I wonder if he imported some Fatalium from there.
Now let's get down.
I'm using the Cornish accent again. Cornish. That's how you call the accent they use in Cobblestone in Dragon Quest XI. Now, let's get down to business, Miss Pharmacist. Are you familiar with the drug Megatoxin X?
Yes, see? It's the drug that's used to kill those things. It's mega effective. Because the effects are so potent, it's not available to the general public.
What are those things you're referring to? Rats? Rats, rats, we're the rats. Oh, she angry.
It's a drug for vanquishing the creatures that strike fear into the heart of a lady. The ones that often infest kitchens and the like.
Ah, I think I know what she's talking about. I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules. So, Miss Pharmacist, may I ask you one more thing? Fear in the heart of a lady? So men? Mostly the likes of Ray Shields and Larry. Do you know what happens when you mix Normalium with Fatalium?
You see? I know. It's even written on the warning label for Megatoxin X. Hazardous when mixed. When the two drugs are mixed together, a chemical reaction occurs and a gas is released. Inhaling a large amount of this gas can cause breathing difficulties, and even death. From the amount of poison gas Gusty breathed in, I think there was probably at least 500 milliliters of each chemical in the gas.
I like how it's spelled with a British way because she's from England.
As expected of a pharmacist, she's very well informed.
Normalium is an adhesive liquid that becomes hot as soon as heat is applied. It also has a red color and a minty fragrance. Due to its low cost, it's used everywhere. Fatalium is a white watery liquid.
That's enough for now. As expected of a pharmacist, you're very knowledgeable.
You see, of course I am. Megatoxin X is one of the chemicals that the company I work for produces.
Oh. Well, that would actually put her under suspicion of providing it. Listening to my voices, you can tell I played Dragon Quest XI. Oh, you know it, Akira. Not many people know about the Cornish accent. It is legitimately an English accent. It's just from the more countryside, you know? And right now I'm feeling that from Delicia.
I might fall into myself a mischief. But not just anyone has access to it. It's so potent as a poison that it couldn't be sold to the public after all.
Thank you. I think that's all I need to hear.
Does Judge Courtney suspect her?
We reached a consensus. Cough syrup medicine good? Heck nah.
What is she hiding behind that smile?
You don't get ladies being scared of rats? Maybe it's a cultural thing. Like, they say it all the time in, like, Tom and Jerry, you know? But, rats are actually really good pets. I've watched videos about them. Like, they're actually really smart, though. To the point where their paws are actually more like tiny hands. And they can actually manipulate stuff. Like, they're just tiny people, dude.
Oh, Flatfoot! Have you made progress in the investigation or something?
Yeah, let me tell you. The glass cases that contain the sculptures can be opened by a mechanism in the lid.
What strange cases?
That you can open them? How do you get stuff inside otherwise?
The temperature in the cases can be lowered down to 0F. The inside of the Pisces case was set to 27F, so my hand nearly got stuck to the ice.
Good thing you didn't try licking it.
Good thing it didn't, so then?
From the lid of the Pisces case, we detected slight traces of Normalium.
In the eyes of the statue. And again, Delicia did just mention that Normalium is kind of sticky normally, but it becomes more liquidy when it's exposed to heat. So somebody, if it was set to 27F, but then suddenly exposed to the warmer, what was it, like 67 degrees? Something like that of the room? Yeah, it would start melting.
Not bad. If the normalium was in a glass case at a temperature of 27F, then it would have been frozen to the lid.
Huh? Really? So what happened?
Mr. DeBest, why don't we try borrowing the power of K's little thief? I think the circumstances will be easier to understand if we use our Mr. Thief.
But DeBest never even saw it. The best want to give it a lick? How about so? How about it?
You really want to help me out that much? Fine. I'm not really sure how all this works, but you get on with it.
Yeah, get on with it. Get on with it. I hate being bossed around by this guy, but to arrive at the truth, I'll do it.
It's okay, Kay. I was the one who suggested it. I just made DeBest think it was his idea. Hey! Stop acting as if you please. The goddess of law has no need of your power. Don't be such a stick in the mud, Courtney Pie. We have approval of the prosecutor in charge, so what's the problem? Could it be there's something the PIC doesn't want us to find out? That's none of your concern. Shh. If you insist on participating in the investigation, then let me check if you're qualified by asking you a question. What is she planning? Who set off the poison gas? If you can answer me that, I'll allow you to work with us.
Oh no, it's one of those catch-22s, isn't it? I'm gonna have to say for now, like, oh yeah, the culprit did it. But then, like, oh wait, no, I got it wrong. How can I change my question without changing what I originally said, even though it's normal to change your answer as you learn more information? I'm thinking it might have been a trap. So, the specific answer to the question, who set out the poison gas, probably wasn't the culprit. It probably was Gustavia. Gustavia probably opened the case, setting out the gas, and causing himself to get poisoned. As for whoever set it up is someone else entirely. Well then, Miles, the person who opened the Pisces case and set out the gas, when you think about the circumstances, there's only one person it could have been. Yes, considering the circumstances, it's clear who it was. The ace turning way, blame your client before you prove them innocent. So, please give your answer. Who set off the poison gas? Clearly, it was Larry. Final answer. No. Ooh, we can look at all the profiles. Dane Gustavia, 54, pastry chef, breathes the poison gas. Lori Stoneman, 26, Larry Butts, my friend since grade school, plans to be an artist. Catherine Hall, curator of the Zodiac Art Gallery, likes to sing and dance, was Jeff's assistant. Delicious Scones, pharmacist from England, loves desserts. Dick Gumshoe, homicide detective in charge of investigation. Hey Faraday, 17, great thief, searches for the truth. That's Sergei Tagarasu. Justin Courtney, judge, member of the committee. Sebastian, self-proclaimed best prosecutor, in reality absurd. 36, worked under IS-7. Whatever. Pool of water in the ground could be the result of temperature going up. Yeah, because she also said that the Fatalium is liquid at room temperature, but if it can also freeze, then that's a convenient way to just have them both in one place, and then when they melt, they mix. And that's why it just spilled out all on the floor. There was no one in the Autumn Palace other than the victim, Dane Gustavia. It's hard to believe it could have been anyone but him. It seems that way. Very well, I'll allow you to participate this time. However, if I feel you are a hindrance, I will have to ask you to leave. Understood. But what I don't understand is why the victim opened that case. The thief will reveal all. So, Mr. Edgeworth, what shall I recreate? Based on the information we've gathered so far, let's recreate the scene before the gas. Based. Got it. I don't think the statue itself is melting. They did say it was made of crystal. Like, did they literally mean ice crystal?
Don't scare me like that!
So this is the true power of Sir Thief, Little Thief. It's very green. Let's investigate the Pisces Sculpture post-haste. Hold on, let me try something. I'm just thinking, If I can take the game capture, it's so green, I bet I could do this. Ha! Oh, well, that's something. Come on, similarity. Ooh. There, I can put them anywhere. Gumshoe's a little ghostly looking. It looks like the best hair also didn't make it. All right. We got some ideas here. We need to investigate, but where? Where shall we investigate? Just with the power of Little Thief, we can take a step inside the courtroom. That's a web peek. Gosh damn it. This one. Oh! Let me do this. Look at my folder. I am at the Ace Attorney courtroom. Like this. Wow, just with the click of a button, we're all standing right in there. Actually, I am at the Shadow Temple, ready to conduct a ritual. Did anybody bring the Din's fire? Actually, you know where I am? I am at... We found the real killer. It was Veronica Dragon Quest this entire time. Edgewood, get down! She has a gun! No! Alright, enough of that. Enough of that. Enough of that. Next bit. Let's investigate the Pisces Sculpture post-haste. There's frozen normalium on the lid of the Pisces Sculpture's glass case.
It's frozen so thick you can't even open the lid.
On the actual glass case, the lid was heavily cracked. It was like someone had added out for the Pisces Sculpture, sir.
Do you have any idea how it came to be cracked like this?
Well, the damage didn't seem to have come from outside of the glass case, sir.
Somebody trying to get out? Yeah, I'm wondering if... How did Gustavia get in if the room was locked? Unless he was, like, maybe knocked unconscious, put in there with the glass case. In the glass case with the sculpture, rather. And he had to bust his way out, thereby causing it to start to melt and then poisoning him. I see. So the inside of the case was below freezing point and the case had developed cracks. There are no signs of external damage. From this we can deduce...
Below freezing? Like Mr. Edgeworth's cold stare?
And cracked? Like Mr. Edgeworth's furrowed brow? Why do I keep you around? Thermal fracturing! The cold glass case was heated from the outside, causing it to crack. Oh, that works too. Veronica, no, put down the gun. Investigate the chicken in the bottom right. He looks suspicious. Nah, mate, you're just seeing things, mate.
Huh, but why did thermal fracturing occur here, and what caused it?
Maybe if you, like, use a lamp to heat up the top?
Inside the thermally fractured glass case, there was frozen normalium.
Oh, that face probably means you thought about something, Miles.
Water.
Indeed, I have. I know how Mr. Gustavi was able to open the glass case.
Thanks for the hydrate.
What? How can you possibly know something that I don't?
I'd say the things he does know are in the minority.
Hey, aren't you gonna let me know?
Nope.
How did Dame Gustavia open the glass case?
Gas burner.
This gas burner that was found in the Autumn Palace shows signs of recent use. I believe that this was the cause of the thermal fracturing in the Pisces Sculpture's glass case.
Ah, you heat the glass, it breaks, but then it also causes the normalium to melt. Okay, so it wasn't just the opening it. It wasn't just the change of the temperature of the room itself, maybe.
A gas burner? Why would he use something like that? Ah, I got it! The lid was frozen shut, so we had to use the burner to melt the ice.
Indeed, that is correct.
Oh, I just had a late start. I'm still the best, you know. I'm the best. Ow, whoa, whoa, whoa. Late start? You didn't even understand a single thing, did you? Well, that's just because Mr. Edgeworth's explanation was too hard to follow.
Okay, why don't you update Little Thief so that he can understand it? Just big words appear in the air like, my client is innocent.
If you say so. Right, let's restart the recreation.
Let's begin the investigation.
Whoa, pretty.
Look, there he is. The victim, Dame Gustavia, was the only one to enter the Autumn Palace. If he used the gas burner then, the normalium in the glass case would have melted.
And then?
He's like an excited little child. Oh, such a little dumbus. Oh, the best, you poor little lad. Big news. The best is a moron. Go back to elementary school. That's what shows up in the simulation. It's so sad. Don't say it like that. At the very least, go back to middle school. Then you'll have an education on the level of Larry. Oop. The melted normalium would have come into contact with the Fatalium inside the case. Oh, Shiza. And produced the poison gas. Why it gotta billow like smoke, though? I guess it would have to if it set off the fire alarm. The moment Mr. Gustavia opened the lid, he would have begun to inhale the gas. You know what? I'm gonna take off the hat. I'm going to attempt to take off the hat. I don't know why everything is locked right now. Hold on. How do I unlock everything? Unlocked all items. There we go. Cause yeah, I'm not Daddy Edgeworth right now. I gotta be the son. You know what? Edgeworth still wears glasses sometimes. It's fine. He managed to drag himself out to the fountain patio just before his strength ran out.
So he inhaled the gas when he opened the lid?
It seems he finally understands.
But why did Mr. Gustavia open the glass case of the Pisces Sculpture? Something might have been inside. Yeah, I know. Edgeworth, when you know, in a certain case, in a certain game, in the later games, man, I don't know how much I should, consider it a spoiler to talk about the other Ace Attorney games. I've played them all. I just haven't finished Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton, but that's it. I've played every other Ace Attorney game. Edgeworth, oh Edgeworth. Yes. Edgeworth wears glasses, yeah. Thursday. It is Thursday, Blade. How you doing? The victim's goal, that I do not yet know. Perhaps he had the same reason as Uncle Ray. Oh, Thursday Adams! I'm like, oh, are you saying the day of the week? Oh, Thursday. How's it going, Thursday? How goes the karmic retributions? Have we investigated the Ace Attorneys? We're still under investigation. I'm investigating myself. I'm also investigating the crime scene. It's going pretty well, Thursday. Hope you're doing good. Maybe he actually came to see the Winter Palace, not the Autumn one. Uncle Ray also thought that this was the Winter Palace at first.
Oi! You too, Ray Ray! Actually, I thought so too. It looks just like Icy's room from 18 years ago. It's even got the exact same plants in front of the door.
It seems everyone involved with the IS-7 incident made the same mistake. It is imperative that we investigate the real Winter Palace immediately. I should suggest that to Mr. DeBest.
Give you 10 minutes, you'll say Friday. Not in my time zone.
I get it now. Yeah, that's how it was.
Huh? Did you think of something? Are we actually going to investigate the little thief or what?
The victim committed suicide.
Are you a prosecutor or are you not? You're supposed to be arguing for him to have killed. Or tried to be killed.
He thought he would look refined if he died in an art gallery. Have you even been listening? Well, if you're as smart as me, just hearing half of the story will be enough.
Sebastian, I'll explain it from the top later.
Top? That means best, right? Top, best? Yeah. All right, I'll leave it to you.
Yes, it would indeed be best to let Judge Courtney handle him.
His babysitter, now and forever. That aside, don't you have some information to inform everyone of?
Ah, I totally forgot.
What are you talking about?
We did a little checking on that pharmacist. We, meaning me, the best prosecutor, subordinate. That's not something to brag about. Shut up, you! Quiet down and listen. Suicide is, off the table for now, yeah. That's because, in short, that pharmacist is the culprit. She set up the gas as a trap. No!
It's a terrible shame, Miss Pharmacist. How could one in the possession of saving lives stoop to extinguishing them?
Huh? What are you saying? I would never do such a thing.
Mr. DeBest, do you have a basis for these accusations? For a second ago, you were basing your arguments on Larry. And as much as I'd like to argue against Larry, that is not the truth, and neither is this. Maybe.
Of course. This is my basis. I'm plenty based.
Is that an ID card?
Her pharmacist license. It would permit her to handle Megatoxin X, right?
And its active ingredient, Fatalium, was one of the components of the poison gas. Okay, I was getting confused by the translation earlier. Because some of the lines seem to imply that Megatoxin X mixed with the Normalium to make Fatalium. I'm like, wait, no, it's Normalium and Fatalium that make Megatoxin X. That's it, because that's what this says, right? I think the translation was a little wonky earlier. That's the only real thing.
Exactly. That chemical is almost impossible for ordinary people to obtain.
The best should just be trying to frame everyone. That's what the sprite animation suggests anyway. Yeah, like an artiste. Trying to picture frame everyone.
Look at this photograph. It says you're guilty. Arrest his ass. But the pharmacist is another story altogether. It wasn't me. You've got it all wrong. Objection! And that's not all. Frame. A bottle of Megatoxin X was found in the victim's pocket.
These are the ingredients to create the perfect little girls, and also poison gas. See, like, if you already have a bottle of Megatoxin X... No, okay. So Megatoxin X is Fatalium, and then they mix to make the gas, right? Megatoxin X is made from Fatalium only. Okay, so that's what it is. I was just getting a little bit confused by the way they had phrased it earlier. Got it.
And on the bottle, you found clear fingerprints. Yours.
But the pharmacist actually accidentally added another ingredient to the mix. Megatoxin X. You were thinking of Cold Killer X this whole time. Yeah, that's a different thing. That's from Ace Attorney 3. I hope not. I hope they're not related.
Hey! You and the curator took the victim to the infirmary, right? That would have given you the perfect opportunity to plant the bottle on him. That's...
You are the only pharmacist on the premises who could have handled Megatoxin X. Just because she's the only one who could legally handle it doesn't mean she's the only one who could have handled it. Someone could have handled it illegally. Therefore, we will charge them the crime of handling chickens. Furthermore, as for the curator of this art gallery, you're an acquaintance of hers. You would have had access to the gallery at any time in order to prepare the poison gas trap.
Please wait. The Megatoxin X, it was stolen.
Trying to lie your way out of this won't go well with me.
It's true. Look, I've got the proof right here in my bag.
What is he searching for?
Not this chocolate candy.
Not this either.
Fluorescent cloth.
Oh, I remember seeing cloth like that recently.
Where did I see that candy before? Someone had it. Was it like Ray saying like, hey, you want some candy? Someone was like, hey, you want candy?
Oh, here. Please take a look at this.
It's some sort of paper.
What's it say?
The telescoping gabble? Yeah, so she can go play croquet anywhere she wants. Croquet, sorry. Croquette is like the thing you fry and put in your curry.
April 1st, theft report accepted. Stolen item, Megatoxin X.
This is a theft report. Acceptance certificate.
What? You see? Truth is, 1 week ago, my Megatoxin X was stolen.
What an April Fool's joke. It's murder. Attempted murder. So what is this, April 7th? I already forgot. Nothing will tell me the date here. Or maybe this will? No, not really. I'm assuming April 7th. 1 week ago? That means you didn't have it with you today.
You see? That bottle you just found is probably the one that was stolen from me.
I mean, it does have her fingerprints on it.
I normally carry that bottle of Megatoxin X in my bag at all times.
All times? Well, that's unfortunate. It's getting you in trouble.
Even though I often forget to keep it locked up, I would never even think about mixing it with Normalium.
With how common Normalium is, ma'am, that is dangerous. Just on you, just in case you find a rat, I'm sure that would get your license revoked immediately. But why in the world would you carry such a dangerous substance on your person?
Well, you never know when those things will appear. Those creatures that infest the kitchen, striking fear into the heart of a lady, right?
More likely, Megaton X is just filled with like preservatives. It's a rat poison. Who knows what they put in that stuff? In fact, if you didn't know what you put in that stuff, that might just make it even more effective as a poison. Like, if poison is expired, does that make it more or less dangerous? Technically less, but it's still poison, right? I think the real purpose of having a poison with an expiration date is like, well, that's the point at which you can guarantee that the recommended dosage will actually kill what you're trying to kill, right? So, like, I'm sure you could still use it, but that's on the company to be like, hey, if it doesn't work, don't say we didn't warn you.
Although if you had a rolled up newspaper, you could just squash them in one blow.
Okay, rats are not that fragile. It changes the flavor. Yeah, it changes the flavor from cherry to grape.
Justine, what do we do now?
Well then, can we really accept this theft report? Let's ask for confirmation. That should clearly tell us whether or not she's lying.
Right. Well then, I'll just call and confirm it. Beep, 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 beep. It looks like Miss Delicious isn't the culprit.
Well, that's good. I was thinking we'd have another testimony. Indeed, she really did set up the poison gas as a trap. I don't believe she would do it in the way that incriminates her the most. So, Miles, who do you think is the culprit? Well, first of all, I want to talk about rat poison. Don't use rat poison. Like, it is not good for, like, the circle of life. Because if you poison rats and they just go, like, the idea is they either die where you had them and you throw them away, or they go off to, like, back to their burrow and then die. But then, in that case, you run the risk of, like, oh, they burrowed outside, so they're just dead outside now. And then the local wildlife, like hawks or other predators, raccoons, try to eat the rats, but then they get poisoned because the poison's still inside the rat. So who knows if you're just, like, ending up killing a whole food chain of stuff. It's not. It's just not safe. There's a type of not poison, but it's marketed as one that people use. It's just like food for the rats that they actually really like to eat. But it's this kind of like sticky hay or something that just kind of clogs up their digestive systems. And then that way they just, they just can't eat anymore. And then if something happens to eat them after that, then they'll be fine. That's way better for the environment, just so you know. Just so you know. So, Miles, who do you think is the culprit? Maybe it's someone we don't know yet. Predicting the actions of the victim would require a fair amount of advanced planning. And there's only one person here capable of that. No, you're not gonna incriminate Catherine, are you? Huh? Uncle Ray would like to know too. Who do you suspect? The one who stole the Megatoxin X and prepared the room in advance was... Someone who knew Delicia enough that she would know that she carries Megatoxin X all the time. Someone who could set this place up to attract Dame Gustavia with something that happened 18 years ago. Catherine, what did you do? I don't want to go. She's too pretty. It had to be the curator of the Zodiac Art Gallery, Miss Catherine Hall. However, I still don't have any evidence that she is the criminal yet. I see. She is... Oh. The way he said that just now sounded like he had been expecting it. Good job, Miles. As expected from Uncle Ray's future apprentice. Well, what am I now if I'm not the future apprentice? No. If poison's weak enough, it just causes, like, bad stuff to your digestive system. Yeah. A friend of yours almost got killed by poison because... What? Excuse me? Okay, that sounds kind of messed up. I'm glad your friend lived, but oh my god. I have no intention of becoming your apprentice.
And I will now announce the results of my verification. I can confirm that her theft report was indeed accepted. Therefore, it's a little too early to come to a decision.
That means your logic was completely faulty.
You're wrong. My real performance is still to come.
Really? And how do you plan to proceed with your investigation?
First, we need to speak with the curator.
And after that?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Especially if it's not on fire. Sebastian, Mr. Gustavia may have had business in the Winter Palace. I believe we should send an investigator there as well.
Oh, that's good too. Detective Gumshoe, investigate the Winter Palace at once.
Got it, sir.
Justine, let's go talk to the curator.
Yes, let us proceed. We should go and listen to what Miss Hall has to say as well. April 2nd. Oh, what? Last week? That was like yesterday. I guess she filed a report and then basically got accepted yesterday. Okay. I'm gonna say, it's a little early, but because I went for a little longer yesterday, the first chance I get control of Edgeworth, let's save it and save it for next week's stream, huh? It will only be one stream next week, but I feel like that's the best way to do it. Akira Dolce, thanks for using your Prime sub on the channel to sub. Welcome back to the chicken coop. Grab a nest, get comfy, enjoy the emotes. And Twitch Prime do be a thing. Something. Thank you for giving me an extra, like, 5 cents. Seriously, Twitch Prime subs give you, like, 5 cents over regular ones. I don't know why. Daddy Bezos wants some extra 5 cents for his, yacht that he can't take out of that one harbor without dismantling a bridge. Don't let him hear me. Sorry. Not sorry. April 2nd.
All right, I I want you guys to listen to what the curator has to say. Mr. DeBest, weren't you going to go and talk to her yourself? Nah, that's a job for my subordinates.
What am I, subordinate now? I don't remember working for you.
All I have to do is wait for the report. I'm the best prosecutor, after all.
You just keep a small drum set with you everywhere you go.
Yeah, I'm learning how to play Smoke on the Water. I'm not very good yet.
Such arrogance. Also, does Smoke on the Water even have drums in it? Dun, 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 dun. Not for a while.
Well, this is anticlimactic. I'm gonna go chill for a bit. Huh? What's that in the fountain?
Ah! Body? Wait, is that...
Ah! There's a body! There's a dead body in the fountain!
What is the meaning of this? Ugh. Who is that? Yo, fish that out, fish that out. Actually, no, leave it there. I don't know. Maybe they're still alive? How did anybody miss this? Silence, everyone. Forensics identify the body at once. I knew there would be a double murder. Just took some years. It's terrible, pal. Please be quiet, detective. The old sculptures in the Winter Palace. Oh, they're melted? No! They've all melted, pal. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. What?
What? What?
What? Son of a... What's going on here?
There are 2 victims now.
One of them's actually dead. This is all just like 18 years ago. Once again, the ice sculptures have melted.
Again?
And everyone related to the incident 18 years ago is gathered here now. This is no mere coincidence, don't you think so, Miles? Yes. The key to finding the truth of this case lies in the IS-7 incident. This is what I believe. That's right. Uncle Ray thinks so, too. Looks like it's time once again for Uncle Ray to tell you about the IS-7 incident. Oh, we flashing back, baby. We going back, baby. Perfect time to save, baby. Well, well, well. In that case, I'll take my 10-minute recess until next week. You're gonna need a big paper net to fish that body out. Oof. I've been practicing. I've been playing those little Japanese carnival games. Oop, wait, nope, 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 nope. We're not doing that. Not right now. Sorry. Let me just save state so I know for sure this is gonna be okay next time. Beep. Melon DS. Melon DS, baby. Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's a little on the early side, but I can't play voice acting games for that long, 2 nights in a row. It's not good for my voice, so I'm gonna, you know, I know my limits. I'm gonna leave it here. We're all good. So, yeah. Actually, I used this music last time. Let's use something else. There you go. Boo-doo-papa. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. You know, I just recently found out that those 2 songs have the same chord progression. Yeah, there's a remix you can find on the YouTubes. Go find it, because I can't play it right now for DMCA reasons. Thank you for the slime, Haru. So, yeah, what day am I planning on streaming next week? It's gotta be Monday, because I can't stream on Tuesdays, and Wednesday is when I'm gonna start to be out, so it's gotta be Monday. So, more Ace Attorney next Monday, even though Monday isn't my usual Ace Attorney day, and watch out for it. Stream art, no new stream art today as far as I can see. Let me just double check. But yeah, if you ever have any art for the stream, put it up on the Discord or tweet it at me. Make sure you use the stream art channel or Hashtag ManokAdobo art, or else I won't see it. And, yeah, there's only a couple of days left. Almost Christmas, except almost the end of July. So I'm gonna have to do my art of Edward's secret being found out by the end of this month. Don't worry, I'll do it. I've got this weekend. Don't let me forget. I might just do it tomorrow since, I'm not streaming tomorrow. So, yeah. Thanks for being here, everybody. Have a good Friday, Saturday morning, whatever time zone it is for you. And, we're on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Perfect cliffhanger, I think. Thank you, everybody. Let's find somebody to raid. But if you haven't already, can we get the end command in the chat? Thank you, Brad. You read my mind. Mind meld. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitch to catch me live next time I play this or any other game. I've been thinking of playing either the Metal Gear soon, or, I've been tempted to play Spyro since so many friends of the stream are playing Spyro lately. Origination, Ruby, Great Aurora. So many people playing Spyro series. I'll think about it, but we'll figure that out when we come to it. We'll cross that burning bridge upside down on a flaming rope when we come to it. And, yeah, if you're going to sleep, have a good weekend, everybody. See you next week, and stay clucky. Bye-bye!